Hey, this ain't a drill. Only time I plan is on the field. And when I'm on the field, no, I got mad skills. And you know we bout to eat this a fast meal. Y'all gotta pay for this heat like a gas bill. We keep on coming back, so yeah, they mad still. 716 make them pay with some bad bills. Red, white, and blue like Superman, so you know we eating at the Super Bowl. Kill the competition, set up the funeral. Josh Allen catching all the shots you go for. We callin' blitz. Ready to start, we ain't calling no quits. I'm the #1 draft pick. A lot of y'all talk, but I ain't hearing it. Only listen to Keyshawn and him. Talk about the Bills dominating on the field. All our players got them skills. Buffalo don't make a kill. When we talk about the Bills dominating on the field, and our players got them skills. Buffalo don't make a kill.
What's going on? Welcome back to another live episode of the Postpodiumpodcast, home of the all truth, no sodium takes. I am your co-host, Aramis.
Melly Mac in the meme machine.
Yeah.
And there's Grievous Keevis over here. What's happening with it?
I'm sorry, that deserved the horn. I'm sorry, that was too good.
Hit it.
I gave it to him.
Oh, I talked over it. My bad.
It covered yours, so say it again.
I'm Grievous Keevis. Let's go to the
Grievous
building.
Keevis?
Grievous Keevis. Let's go.
He got some grieves.
Man. All right, we got to find out.
I got
what
some
the dealio
grievances.
is. Huh?
I got some grievances.
Oh, all right. Well, listen, real quick before you get to that, we are sponsored by Ree's Tea. Bam, right there on the screen. If you have not done so yet, check the link out in the description. Takes you right to the page. When they ask you, how'd you find out about us? Right here. Post Podium Podcast. Make sure you let them know, all right? Key. What you burning on, my man?
Hey, well, my grievances ain't they don't just span in football field, but let me tell you, Ken said last Friday was the longest 2 hours of his life. He said sitting there for 2 hours.
Not being able to do nothing?
I told him time and time. I said, dude, you don't want to go. I said, I'm not saying you can't, but you don't want to go. It's not what you think. Man, he said today, too, was like, you want to go to the pod? He like,
right.
No.
No wonder he sounded so excited when we was closing out the show.
He was ready.
Bye. All right, let's go, guys. Time to get out of here. That's funny.
But
that is really funny.
Other grievance I have. Well, not a grievance. Just over concern about my mom. I had to talk about mom, too.
Oh, boy.
So I had a bad shoulder, last week. I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm getting old. Whatever.
Okay.
Then double that down. Friday night, I woke up in the middle of the night, went to go to the bathroom. Number one, nothing crazy. And
wait, what's crazy in the middle of
well,
the night?
when you say I got to go to the bathroom, people were like, right. What were you doing?
Right.
So I'm like, all right. So I got to tell you, I got full disclosure. So, I don't feel right. So I sit down. Still not doing anything crazy, but I'm sitting on the toilet now. And I just started sweating profusely, ridiculous sweat. Rolling off my shoulders, my head was like I just played Sean Kemp. It was crazy.
Wow.
So I tell my mom, she's like, you okay? You good? You having a stroke? I'm like, Ma, I had no pains. It's just I was sweating for some reason, 15 minutes of it. No other pains, right? So the next day she texts me, just making sure you alive. Well, if I'm dead, T would probably text you before you send anything to me asking if I'm dead. But anyway, speaking of RIP moments, Sid Vicious. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Who?
Sid Vicious, Psycho Sid.
Yeah, Psycho Sid.
Sid Justice, wrestler. He passed away today. 63 years old of cancer. So rest in peace to all people of my age bracket and people a little older that enjoy WWF wrestling before the Wildlife
Wrestling
Federation.
Yeah,
man, back when it was serious.
Before when it was serious, they had the riot barriers. They didn't have the padded ones.
Right.
It was the straight metal. So so I just wanted to get that out there for Sid real quick. Back to football now. I think I'm good with all my grievances off airing all my laundry.
Can I talk about this fantasy draft, man?
You can talk about
which
whatever
one?
you want, bro.
Our fantasy draft.
Ours?
Yes.
No, wait.
Yes.
Hold on. Before you throw any dirt on ours, tell them you still in that one that you was doing last week. You told us about.
We're in the last round.
He started Sunday.
We're in the last round.
During church.
It's almost over. It is almost over.
He started Sunday during church, people, just so you know.
What did you just say?
He started Sunday during church. It's early in the day.
Yeah.
This started Sunday last week during service.
Did you make any picks after you stepped down from the pew or you know what I'm saying?
He wasn't up yet.
So I was the first pick. So I auto drafted, not knowing about this 6 hour limit. So after church, when I found out we was only on pick 4, I'm like, what?
You get your Wi-Fi. You like, what's my service is up? What's going on?
Did anybody at church ask about it?
Nah.
No? Oh, that would have been hilarious. You walk in there.
How's it going?
Nah. Right.
It ain't.
You still drafted?
Yeah.
Like Josh Allen's on the board. How? Going on pick 4.
So I have grievances about our draft.
I don't want to hear it.
Grievances?
Yes.
I don't want to hear it.
First,
I don't know.
bad luck. I get the last draft, the last pick of the draft.
I promise you, I randomized it.
I hate that joint.
I had 7th. I would have rather been you than 7. I was in the middle of nowhere.
See, 7
I was
like,
yeah.
I feel like 7, you right in the middle, so like you don't have a long gap. Like after I picked, it's a gap, man.
Dude, it was between me. It was me between Aramis and Laura.
Yo,
Laura was picking everybody I wanted.
Yeah, we was.
Aramis was like,
going at it.
I didn't even know I took one of your players, but you definitely took one of mine. I was pissed.
which one you want?
Oh my god, I gotta look.
Oh,
I gotta
you,
look at it.
you definitely took mine.
Who? Me?
Yes, you took my kicker, Young Ho Cool.
Oh yes, my man, Young.
I'm like, yo, I got time to come around. Ain't nobody gonna pick him up yet.
Nope.
Everybody's still getting defenses. Here come Aramis.
You was like, cool.
Now listen, 2 reasons why I wanted Young Ho Cool.
Okay.
1, he's a great kicker.
Right.
2, the team names I could come up with this dude, man. He stole it from me. He stole my glory.
Was that how you
Oh,
do
you
it?
took Kincaid. I was so
Yeah.
mad. You took him right before
you were going to?
the pick right when I was about to take him. You kind of made it easy because I was torn. I was like, do I because I think I was torn between getting Kincaid and picking up a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because at that point there were still other quarterbacks available. I was thinking like, if I get stuck with Tua, that might not be that bad.
Right,
But
right.
I don't want to be stuck with Tua. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So when you took Kincaid, it was like I was mad, but I was like, all right, that kind of makes my decision easy at that point. But
Yeah, see, I wanted to as my 3rd quarterback, and I think Laura took her. Maybe I don't know who took her, but took him. But
yeah. So real quick, what kind like do you have any names you would have named your team with Young Wei?
Oh my God. Dak and Young Hoes, Mac and Young Hoes.
what the hell's going on?
Man,
He got all the holes
the
on here.
options are endless, man. It's endless options, man.
He came up with so many on the spot, bro.
But yo, the other reason why I'm pissed,
Yeah.
I'm gonna read my draft recap. It says, in a surprising turn of events, Tramel's tip-top team, before I changed it, managed to secure an impressive A draft grade. Despite picking last in draft order, with a projected record of 10-5, they are set to battle out for the 4th spot in the playoffs. Here's where, not only did I get the 12th pick, although facing the toughest schedule among the 12 teams. Really?
How?
Really?
Don't we play everybody?
Yes, but,
Yeah, but there's
I
a
play the top teams more than once. Like I played him twice.
Okay.
I played, who is Ruthless Puppets?
Yo,
Who is that? Me and him, we got beef.
he took Allen and
Yo.
he took Mahomes, bro.
So when he saw them 2 picks, I'm like, yo, I know what he's thinking. I know what he's thinking. So go to fantasy, any of them.
Mm-hmm.
Top points, Josh Allen.
Yep.
Across the board.
Because he took him early.
Mahomes is right there.
Yeah.
So he figured, 2 quarterbacks, get the maximum amount of points, kill him. He is slotted to go undefeated, bro.
Yes.
Undefeated. And I got to play him twice.
Puppets?
Ruthless Puppets.
Ruthless Puppets.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
I got to
but
play
his
him
team-
twice, and I got to play him twice. I'm like, come on, man.
Okay, but like, listen to this team and tell me if you think this is supposed to go undefeated. Like, realistically, like, and no disrespect to Ruthless Puppets, we love you, bro. But like, seriously,
Or sis?
his-
Or do we know who it is?
aside from Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, right? He's got T. Higgins, Ladd McConkey, Romeo Dubs as his wide receivers. He's got Rashad White and Najee Harris as his running backs. He also has Devin Singletary, who for some reason is in our league is projected to get.
That's what pissed me off.
He was
That's
gonna
what
take him.
pissed me off.
You was
I was
gonna
going to take Devin Singletary
Why?
as a
Why
third
would you
running back.
ever take him?
That
Yo,
was gonna
he's
be
on
my-
the Giants, bro.
That
What
was
does that mean?
that was who I was going. I was
Their offense
that's
is
who pissed
trash.
me
It's
off.
him and Neighbors. That's it. That's the whole offense.
That's it.
Him and Neighbors.
That
But
pissed
that's
me off.
the
I was
point.
like,
Singletary is trash, so it's all gonna be on
damn,
Neighbors.
I was in a produce aisle at Wegmans like, yo, they ain't gonna believe this. He's going.
You ain't even get a chance.
Yo, he took Ladd McConkey from me. I was going to take him.
Oh,
Yo,
man.
he
Because in LA, yeah.
He
they
going to be
got
the wide
no-
receiver 1.
I can't
Right.
figure LA out. They got like
right.
19 running backs. They got Ladd McConkey. I don't know what they're doing over
Well,
there.
Yeah.
with Harbaugh, they're going to be a run-first team, which is going to make it easier for Herbert. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, listen,
It's just
McConkey
too
is
much
one of
a
those
wild
dudes.
card.
Huh?
I mean, they're just too much of a wild
Yeah,
card for me.
they are.
Yeah.
They are.
Weird.
Yeah. I
are.
think they're going to be good. I
They
think
could
they'll
no,
be
I think they'll be good. I just think I can't. That's one of those things I can't say. This guy's going to do this and that guy's. I just know they're as a collective unit. They're
Yeah.
going to be all right.
Well, Laura is upset with you over taking Tupac.
What?
Yeah, she's not happy about that at all.
I had to take him. I had to.
Bully said first and last picks are nice in a snake draft, but you can't miss because it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt watching what you couldn't have.
You got to reach. You got to overdraft at the second one.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, for you to be 12th and get an A grade, bro, like that's work right there.
Notice how I did all my offense first and the bench before I drafted any defense.
And that's why your defense is
Really?
going to blow.
Like before you touch one defensive player?
Bro.
He did it on purpose.
Yes. All my bench spots are all offensive players. I refuse to overdraft defense.
You better.
It's not worth it.
No, you know what's funny? I didn't overdraft defense. I started when everybody else started.
Did you?
Yeah, I started when everybody else started.
Like these projections on the defensive players are shocking because I worked hard to like add extra points and bonus points and stuff.
You was doing your homework on the defense, bro. You was doing your homework on the defense. I'm like, yo, how you know about him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, you made me mad because you picked up Robert Spillane.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, he's a tackling machine.
I was like, he's still there? 100%. Then Millie Max. I'm like, man, motherfucker, get out of here.
I had 3 people on my team that he took. I'm like, oh, man, I'm going to get Matabike. Nope. I said, all right, I'm going to get Quentin Williams? Nope. I'm like, come
I didn't
on.
take Quentin. You took him, didn't you? Yeah, he took Quentin.
No, you got him. Oh, no, my bad. Quincy Williams.
Oh, the linebacker.
The Jets linebacker. Yeah. I'm like, dang it.
Yeah. It was either, I was debating whether or not to get him or who's the other Jets linebacker that you like, Mosley?
Oh, yeah, Mosley.
Yeah, I was debating, but like my strategy for defensive players, and sorry, Roy, he said, "Oh, goody, I tuned in just in time for fantasy talk." I'm sorry, we'll get through this as fast as we can, I promise.
Don't you like us all being mad at each other? You can bang on Laura too, because she's in this.
Yeah, but
She's mad at all of us
with the hoodie.
Hold on, I don't think she took anybody I wanted though.
Why would she?
Well, she definitely did her homework. Her team is nice.
She had a spreadsheet, dude.
I mean, what's the difference?
Yo, she got. Yeah.
Like for her to pick up Mac Wilson from Arizona, like that's a great bench pick.
Dude, she got Laporta, Pickens, DJ Moore, Jamar Chase. I'm like, man.
And listen, Jaden Daniels is on my radar as a sleeper pick because him in that offense.
Mine as well, because he's going to run and pass.
Exactly.
Yeah, he wasn't on mine because they got rid of the last receiver he
and
had.
George Pickens. Like a lot of people clowning the Steelers for their quarterback position, but Pickens' numbers are going to go up.
I would think so.
Period. Because
I took Eckler in this one.
Huh?
I think I took Eckler in this draft. Just
Did
because
you?
Of that. I think so. I think this is the draft with Eckler.
That's tough. That's because Eckler's not a power runner.
No, he's a receiving back, and
Right.
that's all they got.
And
They got rid of everybody.
Well, no, they still got Brian Robinson.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Well,
So
I mean,
it's
they
like
they don't have a receiver. I'm saying,
Oh, who doesn't have a receiver?
who's the receiver?
Hey, they got
Washington?
Scary Terry, man.
Right.
Scary Terry.
Wait, who they just
put some
traded?
respect
Dotson.
Put some
Dotson.
respect on my man's name.
Wait,
man.
he's still there?
Who?
Terry McLaurin?
Yeah, he's still there.
I know. Okay,
I mean, that's about it.
that's it. That's
true.
it.
That's true, but I got him on a couple of teams now just because of that. Like, it's just him. Okay. I'll take that. It's just him. That means he getting all the targets, period. What was I going to say? Man, I don't remember what I was going to say.
I think we were mad at. I was mad at Rufus Puppets because he's about to be
Yeah.
stacked, man. I hope he don't go undefeated. He probably not, but
I don't think so.
Somebody's gonna get hurt on somebody's team. Hopefully, not mine this
Yeah.
time. And then
His probably lines up because like there's a couple of weeks where bye weeks like really kill my team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but I'm going through the projections. I'm only projected to lose like 2 games, but I got to play Laura twice. I think I play you twice too.
easy one for you.
No. Okay, this is where it gets messed up because y'all really think Key out here sleeping. This man got C.J. Stroud, Justin Jefferson, Brandon Ayuk, Nico Collins. Then he's got. I don't understand why you did this at running back though. Like what happened with running back? You went Eckler and then Trey Benson.
There was nothing there at that point.
But I mean, like aside from running back though,
That's why
because he could
like,
easily make a trade to get another running back to pair with Austin Eckler and be great.
Right.
He's got Dalton Kincaid and Mark Andrews for tight ends. He's got Brock Purdy. Then he went with Curtis Samuel. So he's got receivers for days. He got Demario Douglas out of New England. He's got Ricky Pearsall. So if Brandon Ayuk gets traded, guess what? Pearsall's the number 2. Like, you got receivers for days.
We'll see what happens. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
we'll see what happens.
Right.
Pearsall was like one of my last picks too.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it goes.
So going back, Melly, were you good, or you got more grievances with puppets?
That's all my grievance with the fantasy draft, and we'll see how it pans out, man.
I got one more grievance.
Go.
Can we institute a law, not a penalty,
Okay.
personal foul, for guys that celebrate and don't do jack?
For guys that what?
Celebrate but don't do anything?
What do you mean?
I'm so tired of seeing a dude, ball rolls out of bounds, defender. Man, sit your ass down. What are you doing? What are you celebrating? You did nothing. If you had hands, you was roast. I mean, all you see is the ball.
The receiver drops the
Uncatchable,
ball.
he like,
Yes.
Yeah, in the corner is
And
like,
the corner thing, like,
no.
like it's because of you.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
But also, did you see? Did you see the celebration between Darrington Evans when he got the touchdown?
No.
You didn't see this?
What did he do?
It's
I was
like
driving.
him. I think it was him.
Roy, slow down. Slow down, Roy.
It was Zach Davidson, I believe, and somebody else. They interlocked fingers and started hopping around in a circle.
Oh, that ring around the Rosie joint they did? Yeah, I saw that mess. I didn't see it when it happened, but they showed it in like the highlights after the game.
I was like, wait, what's happening? Why? Dude, it was hilarious. You can't make this up.
All because that stuff has been coached into the players to go and celebrate touchdowns together.
That was a hell of a celebration. That should have been
I
a flag.
really hope that doesn't become a thing. Like what really irks me about the game nowadays is any play that a defense, like if a corner or a safety gets a pick or something like that, or a running back gets a pick or a fumble recovery, they all got to run all the way down to the other side of the stadium
like,
and get up in the camera and pose. And
I kind of like that, man. You don't like that?
Nah, I hate that. Like, why? It's a waste of time. Why you couldn't go to the other end zone where the camera is? There's cameras on both sides.
It used to be fun when they did it.
Yo, you right. You hit the nail on the head with that one.
Well, you know that
they'll take a pick and they'll go all the way
That's
to the
what I'm
opposite.
saying. Like, why you could just go right here? It's right there, bro. Just right there.
Well, I think it was something with 2020. It had like some special camera so they could celebrate with the fans, so they just keep doing it. That's where it came from.
Okay.
Huh?
In 2020, there was no fans in the stadium.
Oh, well,
Right.
yeah.
They ran down to the end where there was a camera for them to do
But
it.
there's no common sense to say, like, we don't need to keep doing this, fellas. There's actual fans in the stands now.
Because you can't do the what was it, the leapfrog they outlawed the bowling one, they outlawed the forward pelvic thrust or whatever it is.
And the other thing is too, how often do the defense get to score? So when they scoring, the whole team coming in there.
They score, they way down here. You
The
gotta
whole
wait.
team coming in there. They waiting for the nose tackle. Hold on, guys, I'm coming. I'm
Yo,
coming.
fam.
He getting in there like.
The equipment manager, yo, fam. If I was on offense, I'd trip somebody.
Yo, if I'm in the office, I'm running out there too. Let's go. Let's get it.
That might not go over well in the locker room. Like, bro.
They're like, yo, defense is on defense, offense on off. Home run lane.
Right.
The problem is, if you're
Stay
doing
your
that,
lane.
you're not supposed to be on the field because the person, if you on offense, they in a huddle over here, and you over there. They like, yo, he don't even play.
I don't know. Maybe this is just a 40 keys moment for me. Like, it's one of those things where it's like act like you've been there before.
It's unnecessary.
You know what I mean? Like, I hear a lot of older coaches say that. You know what I'm saying? Just act like you've been there before. You know what I mean? And I get it. You know, defenses don't make as many plays as they used to nowadays because of the rules and everything like that. But still, act like you've been there before.
Take the ball and hand it off to the ref. Yeah, get out of here.
No, they don't have to do that. They don't have to do that. I'm not asking for that. I still want end zone dances. Okay. What happened to defensive players having popular dances? Remember? Like, Sean Merriman used to flick the light switch, lights out, boom, boom, boom.
He had one. My man B.J. Riley had one. He was
yeah.
They all had
Well,
one.
you know Ed Oliver still got the one, so. You know.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
the rodeo joint. Yeah, he do that. Yeah, I think that's slick. I like that.
It's all right, yeah.
But, I mean, still, like, just give me that.
Yeah.
I don't need the whole team running down to go pose in front of the camera. It's just a waste of time.
I would prefer the individual, like when they get a sack or do. I'll prefer the individual celebrations.
Young fam.
The mass one.
Young fam over here, and I'm the old one in the room. Y'all know that, right? I'm the old one.
That's why I said I had a 40
These
keys
two.
moment.
Yeah. I can't get away from it.
If I was the coach, though, that's what I'm coaching the kids, though. Hey, hand the ball to the ref. Come back over here, man. We ain't doing all that, man.
Speaking of which, Ken's best man, right? He plays for North Tonawanda, whatever, the Bills or whatever they are.
Yeah.
You know, mostly not African-American kids. One of the kids scored He grittied.
Ooh.
These guys are 6 years old. He grittied. He went but this tall. I said, yo, he cold. That's my new dude. That's my new dude. I don't even know who this kid is, but that is my new dude. And then somebody out there, they hopped in. I'm like, yo.
Yeah. See, now I'm all about the kids, but like I want to teach them like the right way. I want to instill them. I'm gonna instill them the traits, the skills. But we definitely gonna celebrate,
Right.
but just not like that.
Just don't celebrate.
So no gritty?
To me,
To gritty or no gritty?
it would depend.
Okay.
If it's like a game-winning touchdown, I gotta let them have it. But if it's like we up by like 20, 30, come on, dog. Come on.
Okay. So
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Act like you've been there.
Exactly.
Basically. Yeah,
It was a scrimmage. But this is the funny thing about it. This is the funny part about it. And I'm sorry I derailed the whole show so far. But this is the kick. You know what happens when you're 7 years old and you see somebody else do it.
Yes.
Now you got to do it, right?
Yes.
But you don't know the prerequisites. You don't understand. You have to score or get the ball. So if somebody got tackled in the duty, other kid just came gritty right back.
Oh yeah. Watch this one.
Yeah, I was like, why is he? This man got tackled there and he looked like he's hurt, but you're gritty across the street. What's going on?
I mean, listen. That used to happen in the NFL. It used to happen.
Yo.
You sack the quarterback, he be laying there hurt. You be over there like
Thibodeau.
rodeo and that. Like,
Remember Thibodeau did the snowman and he touched the quarterback with his hand?
I just saw a clip, so it was talking about like the old school hits.
Yes.
Dude, it might have been, it was a safety. It might have been, what's my man from the Redskins?
Sean Taylor?
Atwater?
I think it might have been Sean Taylor.
Taylor.
Somebody smacked him, and it was like, and this dude is like lights out, like he's concussed,
Slump.
like he ain't moving, and they just like
Standing over him. Yeah.
Lights on, but nobody home. See, that was the beauty of the football back in the day. Man. You know, that's why nobody. That's why our parents wouldn't let us play.
Wow.
You're not playing that foosball.
You ain't playing that foolishness.
So I'm trying to understand the question. So Roy said, I'm told you pick a team's defense, not drafting individual defensive players.
You
True?
told wrong.
Well, normally that's how it go, Roy.
Shut
But
your mouth,
unfortunately,
Shut your mouth, Mac. Shut your mouth. When
40 keys over here.
When you win this league, you go ahead and do what you need to do.
Bully cleaned it up though. He said that depends. He said the league commissioner decides that or the app.
You hear that, league commissioner?
Listen, the commissioner was asked very politely to accommodate this change in rule, and such was given. So, I mean, you can't be mad at the commissioner. I'm just trying to make people have fun.
Y'all could thank 40 keys for it.
Probably right.
It's his fault.
It is my fault, actually. I'm not even the commissioner. That's why everybody's ganging up on me this year. I get it.
Yeah. What's going on, Lizzie? She says the Bills defense needs to tackle better compared to the Bucks and Jags, Florida preseason games, of course. Tackling abilities, Bills were terrible at tackling. Miami is trash too, just throwing that out there. So I think we talked a little bit about this a couple of episodes ago, like just in passing conversation, right? But that is something that they don't do in practice. They don't tackle in practice, right? And to me, that was troubling when I heard Joe Brady talk about that. You know, if you're not tackling in practice, if you're not, getting into the feel of taking a guy down to the ground because you're fearful of injuries, that's a huge problem. If you're that fearful of what injuries will do to your team, that means you don't have a great team.
Right.
Well, yeah, and to bring that back, circle back to the Bills, I think I tweeted that out, and I think we talked about it in depth. Well, I've said it on the show numerous times, especially talking about the preseason game with the Steelers and Carolina. You got to play the players. Right. What's an injury? Who cares? And if you get hurt yesterday, we'll say, of course, Josh Allen, maybe you don't need him to play. Okay. But why did Dwayne Carter not take a snap? He took 59 snaps all preseason. He was that good? He had 2 hurries in his whole preseason. He was good enough to be on the sideline with a towel around his neck like he did something. Why is Van Pran, who is our center, the guy we want to be a center,
who's the best rated center we have, playing guard, but didn't get one snap at guard this preseason? Explain that.
I thought he was working at a guard.
He actually played center.
He played center.
Oh no,
He
I know that.
started-
What
he
I'm
started
saying
at
is,
center.
they said they want him to be a guard. Why isn't he not playing any guard? They had Garage play guard. Garage is the one that gave up that sack.
Yo, he got beat bad, bro.
At guard.
I'm like,
he's not turning
yo.
out so well. Yeah.
No,
I'm
you
like,
know what?
I'm like, yo, Garage left the door open, man.
No, you know what though? If you watch, it was a stunt. It was a twist with him
stunt?
and Vandermark.
Oh,
Vandermark didn't call it out. Vandermark.
So the guy this guy got him, not the one who was
It
in
was
front
the
of
one,
him.
the looper. The looper came around. The defensive end came in, and Garage was still blocking his man. And Vandermark must not have called him off. Not saying he's good at the guard position because he doesn't play guard, but he didn't do him any favors when he's out there trying to block the guy all the way to the side and leave the A gap wide open.
The tackling was bad, and I was surprised the the pass defense was bad, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm sorry to say, Elam was part of it. I mean, the very first play of the game on defense, Elam takes like 2 steps forward, like he's expecting a run, and goes, "Oh shoot!" Turns around and chases the receiver down.
I
He realizes,
didn't get that play because it looked like he was going to blitz.
Yeah.
And then there was a tight end that leaked out. He must not have known there was a tight end there, but he was some kind of funky zone or something because they had 2 tight ends and split them up. And I'm like, where was he supposed to be? I don't even know. But unfortunately, I'll double down on your point with the Elam. Andreessen in pass coverage was not good at all.
Right.
And I will say, Deion Jones was way worse. And there was the touchdown that was wide open. I don't know what Andreessen was doing. That should have been him right there. But there were plays where it looked like Deion Jones was lost, and he had to go try to cover for him. Yeah. So it was a mixed bag.
now I will say though, on that first drive, had our starting defense been out there, they don't go for a 4th down.
No.
They definitely, I think so. If it was our defense, they wouldn't have scored that first touchdown. We would have got them off the field. Them other touchdowns, man, because like, and then the other thing is too, bro. Where was the sacks at?
What?
Where was the sacks at?
Oh, I got that in my notes.
I'm convinced they're not even trying to get sacked.
They don't have anybody capable of getting sacked because, like, Cameron Klein was the only one that looked like he had any kind of semblance of a pass rush.
Yeah.
Dude, they Plummer looked like he was an NFL starter, dude.
Right.
He was 21 for 29, 278, 2 touchdowns, bro. He was killing us. I'm like, yo.
That actually reminds me of a grievance that I have with the Bills.
What's your grievance?
Bro, Ben DiNucci?
Mm-hmm.
Ben DiNucci
Preseason player.
was Nathan Peterman's backup.
Oh, yeah.
He was Nathan Peterman's backup. Mm-hmm. I cannot say this with more emphasis than I am right now. I promise you, the second I heard that, I wanted to rip my ears off and throw them in the trash.
Why?
Everything goes wrong with the backup quarterback position that could possibly go wrong. He plays bad and he gets hurt. And the first guy you go to is Nathan Peterman's backup.
Okay.
Why?
Okay, Paul Heyman.
What does that have to do with anything? Right, exactly.
Nathan Peterman's backup. Hey, man, I don't know.
Bro,
I'm going to be that guy, Key. I'm going to be that guy you talked about.
You better not.
You talked about
No,
last
do
week.
not do it. Do not do it.
Anthony Brown, baby.
He's already gone.
Anthony Brown.
He's already gone.
Why?
Why not? What do you mean
Bro,
why?
11 for 12.
Yo.
102.
Oh, go ahead, preseason players day.
King.
Go ahead, please.
King.
Please, preseason.
11 for 12, bro.
Yeah.
He's accurate. He was making the right reads. He was playing good.
Silence you, Tyrod lover.
You can't disqualify his opinion based on
He's
that.
accurate. No. We
Based
ain't
off
doing
the
this
vanilla
again.
script they was running, he was efficient running the vanilla script.
What did DiNucci do?
What did any of them do?
So why does Ben get the nod and Anthony Brown gets
Because he was
packaged?
here first. Anthony Brown was he was told when he got signed.
So there's a finish line to the backup quarterback spot.
He was
now?
told when he
Whether
got
they put over
signed,
the line,
he
they
was
get the
going to
spot?
be here for just that game. Guarantee it. Guarantee it.
Ridiculousness.
And it was ridiculous. We're still talking about Ben DiNucci like he's going to be the team. He's not.
There's nobody else right now.
If Trubisky don't come back, DiNucci going to be here until Trubisky comes back.
That's
He'll be
my
IR
point.
tomorrow, and he will not play, and then he will be gone.
Bro, who would you rather have as a backup right now?
Right now?
Do not say this.
Never mind.
All right, wait.
This is irreparable damage. You know that, right?
Or the Bills roster or in general?
What difference is it?
No. On the Bills roster. On the Bills roster.
I have to answer the question that was posed, Keyshawn. I have to
pose
answer
this
it.
question.
I have to answer it.
Ah!
I would want Anthony Brown Jr. That's right, I said it. Anthony Brown Jr. over Ben DiNucci, over Mitch Trubisky.
Man, mute my mic. Mute my damn mic. Mute my mic. Because I'm not doing it with you.
Now,
I'm not doing it with you.
Now, Key, I will say this. Until Trubisky's come back, give me my man Brown. And once Biscuit comes back, you can go ahead and cut him or put him on practice squad. But come on, man, he better than Ben DiNucci.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Is he better than Ben DiNucci? That's all I'm saying.
I don't know if he's better than Ben DiNucci. Ben DiNucci played against the first team defense, and then he played against the second team defense.
And what
Anthony
did he do?
Brown,
And what did he do?
he went 11 of 16 or 12 of 16
11 through 15
for a touchdown,
76 yards
and a touchdown.
5.1 average. Talk about Tyrod. That's Tyrod.
You're right. They both suck.
No.
Moving on.
Wait, so how come Ben DiNucci can suck and Anthony Brown played well, but Anthony Brown can't have a position?
He didn't play well.
Huh?
What?
He did not play well.
So hold up.
Oh, wait. This is not about whether or not he played well. This is about whether or not he played better than Ben DiNucci.
If I would have saw him playing against ones and twos and he did the same thing, sure, you could have that.
Yeah, but
Okay,
Ben DiNucci
okay.
didn't play against ones and twos.
He did play against ones and twos.
No, he didn't.
They started their defense.
Bro, that
Hold
was
up.
not their entire starting defense.
What starter played against Anthony Brown?
Huh?
What starter played against Anthony Brown?
It don't matter. You can only go against who's put in front of you.
You're right. And I'm not picking him in front of me. He's gonna be watching next
Okay,
week. Matter of fact,
then-
I'll take him to the first game so he can be in the stadium with me.
By that same logic, Ben DiNucci should still have better numbers because he played with better players.
Why are we talking? Okay, fine, but
Am
they
I wrong?
both suck.
He
Okay,
played with better players.
okay.
I'm pissing Kev off right now. Kev is like, yo, these are both of them suck. What are we talking about right now?
I don't know what we're
mean,
talking.
He's right. He's
Yeah.
right. However, based off of what I saw, we need to have Anthony Brown in the squad right now until Mitch comes back. That's all I'm saying.
Didn't I freaking just tell you before the game to take the preseason players? I told you somebody was going to say that. People were saying Ben DiNucci should be the number 2. Who were you watching on Saturday? People were saying Anthony Brown should be in the team. Who were you? People. Okay, can I go right to an award real quick?
Go ahead.
Sure.
Christian Wade Award goes to,
Frank Gore Jr.
yes sir, Frank Gore Jr. He is. You know how many people have asked me, what do you think about Frank Gore Jr.?
Do you even bother answering the question?
I'm trying to have football conversations with people.
Why?
Keith probably let him have it.
I ain't let him have
Wait,
it.
what'd you say?
I did. What did you just say? Yo, this is the kick. He just
I
Devin,
didn't disrespect him cold in that moment. Like, what you say, my dude? Like his fist all balled up and everything. Like,
Frank Gore Jr.?
he's just Devin Singletary. If you like Devin Singletary, I get it.
did you assume a fighting position when asked these questions?
I had to brace. But what tells you he's not going to make this team? What should have told you? What should have told you from the beginning of the get out? The 17-yard run.
Yo, Keith put it. He text. That run shows you why he wasn't drafted.
That run right there showed. Had that been Darrington Evans,
That's
he showed you speed. Touchdown because he hit that corner on the linebacker. The cornerback fell down. The contained man fell down. And then you got Frank Gore Jr. running sideways out of bounds because he ain't got it on a linebacker.
Now I don't know why would he do that, because he purposely did that. He did that on purpose.
He knew he gave up
Why would you
because
do
he
that?
wasn't beating that linebacker, which is crazy to me.
I would have just sprinted just in case. What if he failed? What if the turf monster would have got him? Who knows?
Put a move on him. Try something.
How trash do you have to be thinking the turf monster might get him?
The turf monster go get you, boy. He gonna get you.
Watch out. Watch yourself. Watch yourself.
Oh, look right there. Look right there.
You got a player in the NFL making his whole living
Yo,
off protecting people with the turf monster.
That's a good point. That's funny as heck.
Watch your shoelace, boy. Watch your shoelace. Got him. Like, what does this do? 60? He out here playing with young boys, like psyching them out in their brains, and it's like, oh my gosh.
Another preseason pleasure I have. Deion Kane. Deion Kane. People are like, look at him go. He's the number 5 receiver. I'm like,
nah.
what? He stiff armed some dude's head on the carpet, which you're supposed to do as a wide receiver.
Yeah.
You just been fooled by the fact we've had piss poor wide receivers in Buffalo for a long time.
Yep.
Yes.
That is a UFL wide receiver that may be able to make your practice squad.
Yes.
Maybe.
The only difference is he actually looked like he cared to be out there versus the other receivers.
Yeah. I mean, the only other one that I could think of that was putting it out there was KJ Hamler. He played a decent game to me, I thought.
Yeah.
His only problem was he's too small to break a tackle. That was his only problem.
Yeah.
Do you think he makes the 53 because of that, though? Because of his size? Do you think they're going to cut him? Or you think because he's got the special teams and he could cover a lot, he could back up what Curtis Samuels they plan on doing because they plan on moving in the gadget plays and all that. He can do that, so does that solidify him a place on the 53?
What you talking about, KJ?
Are we making are we doing a 53-man depth chart?
Yes.
Okay, we'll hold that off there because I did it.
You did it?
Watch this. I'm gonna give you a little preview of what I got cooking for y'all.
Uh-oh.
Only because I love y'all.
This is the trailer. This is not the movie.
City over here.
Yeah, I already got
just
the
the
spreadsheet.
Color-coded spreadsheet city.
I want to impress y'all. But yeah, no. Let's see who else I have. Oh yeah, I had a little snippet about Ben DiNucci. He did nothing to show me Trubisky has done as our backup.
Really?
He threw 14 to 20 for 96 yards and a touchdown. Trubisky's 19 to 31 for 168 and an interception. Most notable, cutting Trubisky would give you a dead cap of $2 million next year.
Wait, what?
If you cut Trubisky, you incur a $2 million dead cap next year.
Yeah, but they're not going to cut Trubisky.
I know they're not.
They can't.
That's what I'm saying. But he would have won Ben DiNucci or Anthony Brown to be the backup quarterback. He's not going anywhere.
I bet you Anthony Brown's cheaper than Ben DiNucci. I know that.
For sure.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he was fun to watch. You know, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. I'm like, man, okay, that's a number 5 I can get with.
I should have texted Mel before. I didn't know this was going through his head at the time. I would have texted him. What are you thinking, Mel? What are you thinking?
I was thinking the same thing. When we signed him, I was thinking that.
I'm not saying put him on a 53. I'm just saying until Trubisky comes back. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, dog.
I'll tell you where I was with this game. This game, and obviously we're going to go a little bit more in depth with it, but for me, anybody that played in the second half, and I told Tia, I said, they're not. She said, these guys, they're not going to be on the team on Tuesday. I said, none of these guys will be on the team. Don't worry about it.
Ooh, so you don't think nobody who in that second half is going to be it?
See, what had to happen in the second half would be like a KJ Hamler or somebody to like really pop. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that they couldn't, but the odds are, if you play in the second half on Saturday,
probably not.
You're not making a team.
Right. The idea in that setting, in the second half of the last preseason game is you have to show that you are head and shoulders above everybody else on the field in order for you to be considered in that setting. Yep. And nobody was. We got a bunch of comments here. Lindsay said, I heard Miami released QB Mike White.
No.
Why?
No.
Why not?
You don't like Mike White?
No, I'm good.
Bro, I think he's better than Trubisky at this point.
Is he better than Trubisky?
Maybe.
Okay.
He might be.
That's fair.
If there's a possibility, then that means you have to seek.
That means you're paying Trubisky $2 million a year for nothing. Then you just replace him. You put him on IR. You're paying him $2 million for nothing.
Do you want to be rich or do you want to be better?
Is he gonna make? What is he? Okay. Does Mike White do what? Does he get you past the divisional round of the playoffs?
I think with what Mike White did with the Jets, I think he gets you at least 3 wins.
Nah, I'm good. If we're not talking Super Bowl,
no. We don't need to talk about Super Bowl. Like the idea of a backup quarterback, usually, like, and this is like kind of the general understanding in the NFL. Usually, a backup quarterback, you want to be able to look at them and say, that guy can get me 2 to 3 wins, and we'll be good. Absolutely. Right. Well, that's all I'm saying. So when I'm thinking about a backup quarterback, I think Mike White can do that with this team.
I'm sure he could, but not here.
Why not? Why not here?
Nah, I'm good.
Is that a personal opinion or is that a professional?
No, I actually
opinion?
liked Mike White when he was in New York and when he went to Miami. I wanted him. But now that you got the financial investment in Trubisky, you identified your number 2.
So because the $2 million dead cap hits,
no, you got your number 2. You just signed this guy to a 2-year contract, so you're going to go and replace him all.
Yeah, but the money shouldn't preclude you from making.
It's not about the money. It's about you made a decision. Now you double stepping. I'm good. I'm good.
You can't have both. You're saying.
I don't want both. Give me Trubisky. Mike White can go.
No. I'm saying you want both. You want both sides of that option. You can't have the decision of I want to keep Trubisky even though I think Mike White might be better.
Why can't
then also,
Why can't I?
Because if you're saying that your decision is not based on the money, then it's a personal thing. But you're saying it's neither.
It's not a personal. It's a business decision. It's a team building decision. He's already on a team.
How can it be a business decision if it's not about money?
It's already on a team. He's already on a team. You got 53 players.
No, Keith, you got to answer the question, bro. How can it be a business decision if it's not about money?
If it's a business, okay. So your business is what? Building a team, right?
Business is what?
Making
money,
team, right? Right. Building a team, right? You got to build your business, right?
Right.
Your business is built already. I'm not gonna. Your business, it's already built.
So if I'm $1 million corporation and I'm building a marketing team so that my corporation can get bigger and become a Fortune 500 company, and I've already interviewed and hired a lead marketing manager, right? And I find out that the best one in the world got pissed off at the CEO of the company and left and is now looking for a job. I gotta hold on to this dude I got now because I already hired him.
I got it. I know what he's saying. I got it. Apple.
Okay.
They dropped a new phone. Let's just say the person who made the glass is Melly Max Glass.
Okay.
They already put it out there. They already paid me the money. I'm making the glass.
Okay.
Samsung comes out with Gorilla Glass. They know they can get Gorilla Glass, and that is better than this one. But because they already put it out there, they already said it, now if they go back, people's like, yo, I thought Apple still was running with this. Now they switching up. To me, it makes them look like their company, they don't know what they're doing, because now first you just showed me on this, now you're saying, now we're going to go with this one. What Key is saying is, you said it publicly, you went with it, you got to stand by it.
I get that, but what I'm saying is the NFL franchises in the NFL are masters at twisting and turning narratives on anything.
That's true.
Right? So you could just as easily say, you know what, Trubisky's injury and his lack of understanding in the offense this season,
let's go here. If you're talking about trading for Russell Wilson or Justin Fields, okay. Mike White is not, to me, he's not that much of a better.
Why would you pick the two dudes that nobody thinks can elevate the Steelers' offense?
Why are you picking Mike White? He was going to elevate our offense?
You pick Mike White because when Mike White was starting for the Jets, people thought he was a pretty damn good quarterback.
So Russell Wilson coming here at $2 million is as a backup.
It's not about the money for me. It's
I know,
about getting better.
What I'm saying, when I say $2 million, is I'm saying you can afford it. So if you
can't afford Mike White.
You're not hearing me, dude. What I'm saying is, if I got to bring in a backup quarterback,
okay,
Mike White is negligibly better than Mitch Trubisky. He's okay.
Okay,
he's fine.
I disagree with that.
That's fine. But my point is, if you got to bring in a guy that's comparable money, which would be Russell Wilson, we'll say. I don't know what Justin Fields is making.
You can't say Russell Wilson is comparable. Russell Wilson is only comparable because he's already getting paid $30 million from Denver. That's
which makes him comparable.
Reason. No, it's not.
How not?
It was comparable for the Steelers to do it because that's the team that wanted him. Any other team that wanted him would have only paid him $1 million.
But if you trade him, how much do you have to pay him? If you trade for him now, how much do you pay him?
Nobody's trading for Russell Wilson because he's going to want more money next year.
It doesn't matter. He's a one-year rental. If you trade for him, how much do you pay him?
But what is Russell Wilson actually worth in the NFL?
What he's getting now, $1.2 million.
That's not what he's worth. That's what I'm trying to say. He's not just worth $1 million.
But if you want him just this year, that's what he's worth.
No.
You don't want him next year. You want him as a backup, right?
To your logic, that's already done. So we can't even worry about him and his contract right now. Mike White is free. So we can't worry about trading for anybody right now. Mike White is free right now. He's available to be signed. So we can have a conversation with this dude and bring him in here. And guess what? We can even keep Trubisky. How much money is Trubisky making?
He's 2.5.
Right. 2.5. How much are you going to pay Mike White?
1.7.
I mean, what's the problem? What are we really talking about? The Bills are really going to have a problem if they want to get better. If they want to be able to cover their butts. If Trubisky goes out there and lays an egg in the game or gets hurt again, because if the knee injury is anything serious, which it sounds like it might be like something nagging, right? If it's anything like that, the possibility of him getting hurt increases. You want somebody to be there to back him up, right? Mike White would be the perfect dude, not freaking Ben DiNucci.
So you're putting Mike White on practice squad then?
Huh?
You're putting Mike White on your practice squad?
No, I would keep him on the 53.
So
I would roll with 3 quarterbacks. Yes, absolutely. 100%.
I don't
I mean,
agree, but
think about where we are as a team right now. What players are we looking at on this team that we're sitting there and like really truly believing that, man, they can go start anywhere in the league? How many players on the team do we have like that? Well, right. But that's my point. So if it's like that, then why does it matter what position is getting cut and who's getting moved? It shouldn't matter, because the idea is to get better. And if we're trying to get better, Mike White right now is playing better than Mitch Trubisky.
See, I just don't agree he's any better. That's the whole point.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I don't agree he's any better.
That's fine. I was confused trying to figure out whether or not it was about money but if it's about you don't think he's better, then that makes sense.
If I had my pick, I'm taking Ty Badgett from Chicago. That's my backup.
I would definitely take Ty Badgett.
Right now.
Definitely would take him.
Really?
Right now. Trubisky, gone. DiNucci, gone.
Badgett would have been my guy coming out of Shepherd.
Let's go. That
I
boy
would have
could
drafted
ball.
Badgett out of Shepherd
He could
easily.
ball.
Yeah.
He could ball. You don't like him, eh?
I don't like him better than Mike White. I like, in terms of managing an offense, I think Bagent is Justin Fields-esque. I think he's Justin Fields light. He's very athletic. He can make some big pop plays off script, but when you force him into the box of managing the game and making safe throws, I don't think he's that dude. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I like him as a player. I just don't think he's like, okay, I'll put it like this. When Keyshawn talks about what quarterbacks are supposed to do, that kind of frustrates me a little bit, because Josh Allen is not that. He's more than that, right? In my mind. When I think of backup quarterback, I think of backup quarterback the way that Keyshawn thinks of starting quarterback, or just quarterback in general, which is your only job is to just not lose the game. You go in there, you manage the offense, you make safe throws, you don't do anything stupid to where the team has to now make up for your mistakes, and you get out of there with whatever W you can get, right? My starting quarterback, I need more than that, right? But my backup quarterback, he doesn't have to be a guy that can scramble and make big plays. I don't need that.
Right.
I don't need that. Just don't lose me the game.
Right.
And if I'm looking at a quarterback that I think can do that more than anybody else that we have on the team, 100% I think Mike White is that dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We got a bunch of comments. Zachary Easterwood, welcome to the show, my man. I don't believe we've seen you in here anymore before. He says, need to trade for DTR from Cleveland. The quarterback, right?
Dorian Thomas-Robinson?
Yeah. What y'all think?
To me, he's got potential, but if you want to be honest, I don't think you put him in a great situation and let him develop, I don't think he turns out to be a franchise quarterback. So, like, let me give you my rundown of quarterbacks. So, to me, you got the elites, you got a franchise, and you got a starter. To me, a starter is what you said. Don't lose me the game and get me past 500.
Okay.
That's a starter,
Okay.
right? You can play anywhere. You're a starter. A franchise, you're going to be able to go to the playoffs. You might not go win the championship, but I'm going to build a team around you and give you more weapons for you can do what you got to do.
Okay.
Elites is self-explanatory. They know what they do. To me, even if you put him in the right situation and you give him the skills and you give him the talent, he's no more than a starter quarterback for me. I don't think he could turn into a franchise quarterback.
DTR you talking about?
Yep.
So that would make him the perfect backup, essentially.
I want to back up. So my other theory, if this is just me, I want a backup that can possibly take over when Allen leaves. So I'm looking at that's why I wanted Joe Milton so bad. Give me a young Joe Milton who can learn from Allen. That way, if anything happens to Allen or Allen wants to go or anything happens, we got Milton. Now we're not hustling to trying to find a quarterback. But I understand it, because like some people, like, you don't want, all right, hey, I just need a backup right now. That's cool. But I would rather have a backup that I could develop into a potential starter one day. Right.
I think I would never sign that guy to be that. I would draft a guy to be that. 100%. 100%. I think if it's like, if the Bills came out and said, you know what, we tried to get Joe Milton and we just couldn't move up far enough. I mean, first of all, I wouldn't believe it, because he was picked as late as he was.
Right.
You know what I mean? But if they came out and said something like that, and they signed a Joe Milton, or they signed a whatever young quarterback is out there, I could see that. I don't know if like if I was running the team, I probably wouldn't do that. I think there's a level of respect that we have to show Josh. Just in terms of like, look, you're the guy right now. So whoever we get is here to support you and to support the franchise in whatever way they can. You know, if it's a situation where, you know, Josh is 30 and he's starting to show some decline, well, then it's a business at that point. You know what I'm saying? But he's freshly into his 28th year of age, and this is year 7 for him. And I think he's still the guy. I think he will still be the guy for another 4 years.
So for you, it's too early right now.
Yeah, 100%.
So you'll wait a little bit.
Right.
Okay.
So once we get to like 31, 32, then I'll be like, you know what? We need to be drafting the guy every single year.
Now, keep this in mind though. I'm kind of burnt by what the Packers did because I think they did it perfectly. The issue that I got is, to me, you got to find that right time because this is me. I want that backup. I want whoever my quarterback is. Like you're getting older. Okay, you're on the last years of your NFL career. I still want you to be willing to teach him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm still rolling with you because you're the number one guy.
Yeah.
But I want him to watch everything. I want him to watch everything that you're doing. I want you to like kind of help each other out.
Right.
I don't know if Josh would want to do that by that time.
Josh will do anything they ask him to do.
Yeah. Right. I think Josh
right
is
now,
gonna be
but
that
like,
guy.
what if he's like, oh, the plan is trying to get rid of me in 2 years, and I don't know. Would he do that then?
Josh-
No,
I don't know.
Josh is not that dude.
Josh. I was gonna say Josh knows that he's got $250 million in the bank. He knows this is his team. He better know it's his team. If he doesn't, he's the wrong quarterback. I say this all the time. if I got to coddle you at 28, 6 years, 7 years into your career, and I still got to make sure you know that the number 2 quarterback in the league, at worst, 3 at worst, that this is your team. We're not trying to replace you. Man, get out of here.
Right.
Man, cut it out. You know, it's like I don't know. Yeah, like New England when they had Tom Brady and they got Garoppolo. Garoppolo was half his age. He was like, yo, sit your young ass down. This is me.
Yeah.
And that's what I talk about Josh, and I know how his temperament is. I think I do. I don't think he's a hard drinker in private that we don't know about. But, for me, it's like I'm done coddling. I got to win football games at this point. And that's me as McDermott as Bean. Right. I can't care about your feelings anymore. You know where you stand. Right. You know your pecking order. You're 12th in the whole league in players. They voted you number 12. We can't replace that with no first round, second round, third round draft pick. Right. I don't care who we take. Caleb Williams is not coming in to beat you. Right. So we want to use our number one, like what Atlanta did with Penix and you think Cousins cares? Even if he should, you think he cares? Cousins like, this is my team until otherwise told. No, I'm not saying he's right. But that's his attitude. He said they paid me this because this is my team. Why'd you draft him? Sit down.
Yeah. See, like now with the Packers in both situations, Rodgers was pissed when they got Love. And Favre was pissed when they got Rodgers.
Yeah,
so that's an ego thing, though.
I want that. I want that because it worked. Like whether they liked it or not, I'm kind of like you, Key. Like whether you like it or not, that worked.
Yeah. No, listen. I'm with that too. I think I agree with that process of having a guy sit for a couple of. Listen, it worked for Mahomes.
If you could
sit behind Alex Smith.
If you can do it, do it.
Right. Exactly. I would love to be able to have a guy sit behind Josh for 2 years. Ideally, that to me is the perfect situation. Is have your backup or have your young guy sit for 2 years and just get used to the speed of the game. Learn to process everything at that speed, all that stuff. But the tough part. First of all, let me say I think that's going to be one of the things that makes me love Josh more than I do now is his approach to teaching a young guy. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I think he will do it. I think he'll have a mind to want to leave something with Buffalo. Aside from the 7 championships that he's about to win, I think he'll want to leave
like that. I want to hear what I want to hear 7.
I think he would want to leave, that kind of, quarterback, that franchise quarterback legacy with the next guy. So, that to me, that is something I still think we're 2 years away from.
2 years, okay.
You know what I mean? Do it at 30. Yep. That way, by the time he's 32 and you really start to see some of the, rust build up and stuff like that, your young guy's already got 2 years in the game. Yep. You know what I'm saying? At that point, Josh, listen, we know you still got it.
Right.
It's a business, though.
Now, if he leaves, do you think he goes play somewhere else?
Of course.
Josh?
Yeah.
Of course.
He ain't going nowhere.
You don't think so?
You mean before this contract is up?
No. So, like, for example, like what A said, let's say 2 years from now they draft a guy.
Yeah.
He sit behind him. They tell him, like, hey, we love you and all, but we're just preparing him for the future.
Right.
You know, we can't do this forever. Do you think Josh is like, all right, cool, and then when let's say they part ways with him, do he go and play for another team, or do he hang up the cleats and call it a day?
They don't part ways with him. By the time they part ways with Josh, they're going to use Josh up. Because Josh right now is at year 34. He gets out of his contract at age 34. So at that point in time, yeah, you're going to go somewhere you might catch fire with a lower team, like I don't know, a team that's really struggling. And he just needs somebody to try to catch a spark. Mm-hmm. But I think if he sees what they built here, and if they actually have a team built that he actually still likes, he's not going to go anywhere.
I'm kind of glad you guys are saying this. You guys are making me feel better because I don't know why I got it in my mind. I got in mind that's going to be a bad breakup, dude.
You think so?
My thing is this.
Was that on purpose? Or?
My thing is this. I think at some point the money going to come up, and I don't think they going to pay Josh what he want.
Oh, they have to.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I love Josh, and his personality, you're right. Like, he's not going to buck up against the team or the organization. He's not going to buck up. He's not going to be that guy.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
Let
this dude getting paid right now. You mean to tell me everybody else getting paid too? And then they say, hey, Josh, dude, we just can't afford it.
Let me ease your mind here. They can't do that.
They can't do what?
They can't. That will never happen.
What's that?
They have to pay him.
Yeah, they would take such a hit as a franchise.
Yeah, the hit would crumple the whole team. If he decided you're not paying me enough, they have to pay him.
We would go back into another drought.
Because right now, if Josh actually opened his eyes and read the news and saw that he was the 15th highest paid quarterback, he's $101 million dead cap right now. Said I'm not coming. $101 million right now. Next year, he's on the books for $63 million. Mm-hmm. On the books, and everybody's like he's definitely going to get $63 million in some way, shape, or form because that's not enough. That's not even enough.
So now, how many years technically he's on contract right now? When is his contract up?
It's a 6-year contract.
So after that, if he says, "Hey, what if he is the number one?"
He'll be 34.
He is the number one though, and he said, "Yo, I want the dough," and they said, 34? "Yo, we can't pay you that."
At 34 years old, they have a 2-year. $115 million contract on the table.
So no matter what, you still think that money-wise we're gonna be good no matter what?
Yeah.
By the time he's 34, we should be all right.
Yeah. Because as long as they're not numbskulls like they were before and not think about contingencies later on, they'll be fine. Because he's eating up, I think, 15% of the cap right now.
Okay.
So as long as you work with that number, you're good.
Yeah. That also assumes that Sean and Bean will still be in office by
That's another thing. If somebody else come in there, like,
they won't,
right?
Because Fagula or whoever, or me and A and you who own the team at this point, whoever owns the team knows that Josh has the team by so much by the cojones, the gonads. He don't even know it. The team goes the way Josh goes.
I'm starting to think he's realizing it though.
Yeah, like
not the way I want to, but okay.
I would not be surprised at all if I'm gonna get dark real quick. If he hits 34, he doesn't win a chip. I still believe that he's so loved in the city for the franchise. He's gonna get a statue. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna put a statue up of him.
Yeah.
Well,
because you know what I'm saying. Even though he ain't win nothing, just because of the love that we love for this dude and what we have for the franchise, like he's the dude. He's the face of the franchise.
A big statue petting those big buffalo they're gonna put in the state. No, but I mean, you gotta think about it too. Josh Allen, if his career ended in 2 years, I think 2 years or so, he'd be the best quarterback we've ever had, and not objectively. This is objectively, not based on the eye test. I love him because stats wise across the board, he's gonna top somebody that hasn't played in 30 years at that point in time?
Mm-hmm. Right now, bro, he is 3 in all-time touchdowns. So you got Andre, Thurman, then Josh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's crazy to me, man.
Well, you got to look at how long he's played, too. He's played, and he's a quarterback, and he runs, and he had 15 touchdowns last year.
So those rushing touchdowns definitely helped him.
Oh, yeah.
But, dude, Thurman and Andre, they had like 87, 85.
I think
He's third, bro.
Want me to mess you up?
What?
I think he had more touchdowns than Christian McCaffrey last year.
He
Or
did.
His career, I'm sorry.
He didn't
Yeah.
he?
Yeah.
He's got more in his career than Christian McCaffrey.
More rushing touchdowns?
More totals. They're trying, yeah.
I think he had more rushing
Actually,
last
no, rushing.
year.
You're right. Rushing
I
touchdowns.
think he had
That's
more
the
rushing
stat.
touchdowns
More
last
rushing
year.
touchdowns than Christian McCaffrey.
That's crazy, bro. Christian McCaffrey is the number one running back in the league, and my quarterback had more touchdowns than you.
Yo, so Steve, actually, I want to. Yeah, we'll do this one first. So Steve says, here's the tipping point of Josh leaving when it comes to money. Actually, let's play the Steve versus Steve game.
Ooh,
Ready?
which one is who?
I think this might be a good one. So first, Steve number one says, "Here's the." I know we need some music. Here's the tipping point of Josh leaving when it comes to money. When an elite QB takes less, he asks, "Is the roster around him elite to win a Super Bowl? Is the coaching eye to eye with him and evolving him?" Right. That's Steve number one. Ready? Mm-hmm. Steve number two says, "The thing that irritates me is every backup QB we get always has zero similar traits with Josh. They're always polar opposites."
Yes. I think, okay, I'll stay on task here. But remind me that second.
We'll address them
I'm
after.
going to say the first one, Noble. What do you think? I think the second one was Lynn.
I agree. Second one was Lynn.
Second one was Lynn?
Yeah.
Whoa! Second one was Noble.
First one was Lynn?
First one was Lynn.
That was
Oh,
good
I
one.
apologize.
When he said what irritates me, I'm like, oh, that's him all day.
Yo, we laughed. Now,
Okay, Steve.
see, now I'm
Trick
old.
this out.
Do you want
Now
me to
I'm old.
read
I
the
forgot
points again?
I forgot everything about the second point.
You want me to read? Which one do you want? First point or second
Second
point?
one.
Second one was, the thing that irritates me is every backup QB we get always has zero similar traits with Josh. They are always polar opposites.
I think that's why Trubisky for me was okay, because for once that didn't come into play.
Okay.
You know, with regards to Case Keenum, he doesn't run. He doesn't have a strong arm. He wasn't a pedigree. With Matt Barkley, obviously. Come on. And with regards to, who am I missing? Case Keenum, Matt Barkley. Kyle Allen. They just had last names. That's all they had. Outside of that, he was the other Allen. So it's like, and that's my point. You know, you get Trubisky and he was that dual threat kind of quarterback, like a Josh Allen. And I thought when talking about, you know, Mike White, when you were saying it, what you said actually triggered it before you even read that comment, because you said, you know, how I view quarterbacks, and you need your backup quarterback to just win you a couple of games and do a second, third. And my thing is, I'm like, that works if they can play in the game plan that the OC can draw up.
Yeah.
So Joe Brady has to be able to draw up a completely, and the players around him have to be able to play a completely different football game now, because
I don't know if that's the case. Like,
not for Mike White per se. I'm just saying, you know, backup for
Like, I think. Well, I'm thinking about this situation specifically. Like, the stuff that they're asking Josh to do is pocket quarterback stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I can understand if they were, you know, running Greg Roman's system where he had Lamar Jackson freaking playing running back half the time, which pissed me off. But the stuff that they want Josh to do, I think just about any quarterback, whether he's mobile or not, could, you know, step in and do. It's just the off-script stuff that makes Josh as great as he is.
I think the off-script stuff, going back to Vampire in Brooklyn, the off-script stuff is necessary.
Yeah, I want somebody to teach. I want Josh to teach the next quarterback how to do what he do. Obviously, you're not going to do it as good as Josh.
Yeah, I was going to say that's tough.
You're not going to do it as good as him, but
Probably not, but could.
But you can at least give him the fundamentals. Like, hey, instead of looking at this, try doing this. Or what's going through my mind is, hey, I can't find nobody open, but I know I could, you know what I'm saying? Like, have him think like he thinks. Because a lot of people, you can kind of see it too. It's like deer in the headlights when they just freeze. They don't know what to do. Like, they's not open. Do I run? Do I tuck? And then they just stop.
Yeah. I think finding – I got to watch how I say it, because I don't mean it the way I'm going to say it, but it's the only way I can think of. I think finding another Josh isn't as hard as people think. Only because
you said what now?
Finding another Josh isn't as hard as people
another
think.
Josh.
Only because let's not act like Josh didn't go to Wyoming. Let's not act that like Josh didn't have a 52% completion percentage ratio when he came to the pros.
Right.
Let's not act like he was the all-time passing leader in the college game.
Right.
Let's not act like he wasn't a project that just panned out.
Right.
Yeah.
He didn't come day one like I'm ready to go, guys.
Right. We had a contingency. We had your boy, Benucci Sr., starting over.
Now, see, I agree with this point. I agree with this point, and I think this has kind of been Josh's thing since Dayball left. Kev says, guys, he is doing this stuff because he has no faith in the OC.
Yeah.
I think that's been the thing since Dayball's left.
Yeah.
Is that whatever they've been trying to ask him to do, this mantra that Sean has had of run, and like Josh doesn't believe in all that. Right. When you hear him talk about all the interceptions and all that, the one major thing that he said in his interview with Chris Long is that's the way he plays the game. Like that's just who he is. That he's been consistent with that. You know what I'm saying? So if the team knows that, why do they continue to try to force him into a box?
When he said that, is he talking about Dorsey, or is he talking about Dorsey and Brady?
I think he's talking about Dorsey and Brady. Like Brady, Dorsey and Brady equals Sean. you know what I'm saying? Like that's the equation, because whatever Dorsey was asked to do, whatever Joe is being asked to do, it's all Sean's vision.
I think it's a little different. I think the logic is there it's still Sean's, but I think it's a little different because he said it without making it like he foot stomped it. Mm-hmm. He felt way better as a quarterback when Dorsey left and Brady came on.
Well,
so I think I wouldn't say he don't have faith in Brady. He maybe didn't have faith in Dorsey, but I think he likes Brady better.
Yeah.
I don't know, like your point, are they using Josh the way Josh likes to play in the offense?
That's a good point.
I don't know, but I do think that he likes Brady a little bit better than Dorsey.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the things that Brady allows Josh is more creativity with the offense. I don't think Dorsey was creative enough to really kind of keep up with, like, people forget, like, Josh is smart. He's got one of the highest Wonderlic scores in NFL history. They talked about, you know what I mean. He was definitely the highest in his quarterback class coming out.
And he plays chess with Mac too. Don't forget.
Right.
He plays chess with Mac.
so this is a smart dude that we're talking about, right? So I'm sure he values creativity in his coordinator, and one of the things that Brady is like, one of the reasons I think Brady got the job is because he's able to take what Sean wants and put a little seasoning on that chicken too, so that it's not bland. It's got some flavor to it. It's got some, like, adding the motions into all that to kind of help Josh read the defenses before he turns his back into play action or something like that. Like that stuff matters. So if Kev is saying that he doesn't have faith in both guys, I don't know if I agree with that, but I know for sure, like you said, I definitely think Ken Dorsey was just not that dude.
Yeah, because he even said, he's like, man, I feel loose. I feel better. Like I feel
like myself again.
Myself. Yeah. So you know, and it kind of, I hate to bring this up, but I don't. It back then it didn't correlate, but it may correlate now. Remember when he was banging off in the office with the Miami game?
Yeah.
Like he was pissed. Like I think there's certain guys that are super analytical. Like, you have to do it this way. It has to be done this way. There is no room for off-script stuff. In order for this to work, you got to do it precisely. Yep. And I think that's what him and Dorsey and Josh didn't see eye to eye on. Is like, bro, that's not going to work. Like, if I don't make the right read or if I don't do it perfectly, I have to ad-lib. He's like, well, no, you can't ad-lib. Like, I have to. Like, you want us to lose? Like, you want me to make the first down or not? So I think that's part of it. Like, he was adamant on, you got to do it this way.
I think that's a limitation of Dorsey's brain. And I don't say it – well, I do say it kind of to be funny, but at the same time, he just wasn't that good at offense. He wasn't that good at offense as a quarterback. He'd never been an OC before. He just came out the offensive coordinator for Dummies book. He just finished the last chapter. He's like, yo, let's try this out. I don't know if you ever saw the movie Battle LA. And you actually, it might resonate with you because you're in the service. They put the veteran staff sergeant on a unit with a brand new staff sergeant who just came out of the academy.
Oh man.
This staff sergeant had already been deployed 2 times.
Right. So
they out there, and the guy, he's up there, he's tight. He's got his guys in line. Mm-hmm. The aliens come. You know, they wipe out part of his platoon. Now he's like, I've never seen battle before. He freaks up. He freaks. That's where Dorsey is.
Yeah.
He freaked. He froze.
Yeah.
So the staff sergeant that had been deployed, that hadn't just come out of the academy, had just got sanctioned, now has to save the day because everybody else is going to die if it's not for you. Yeah. Now, the problem with this, with the logic here is we didn't have that seasoned staff sergeant like we did when we had Sean McDermott when he first came in. He had those seasoned guys in Frazier and Dayball. There's no checks and balances anymore. Josh is that check and balance. And I think for me, the biggest problem I have with Josh Allen is the fact that he doesn't know that's him now. That's your role.
Right.
We don't get paid our salaries to keep doing the stuff we did when we first started. We don't get bumped up.
Right.
We don't get the big bucks to keep doing what we've been doing, to have somebody tell us what to do. At some point, you got to say, you know what, this is me. Yeah. And we going the way I go. Whether we win, whether we lose, it's on me.
When you get that raise, you got to do way more stuff.
You got to do way more.
If I pay you more money, you got to show me more. You got to do more.
And there's nothing else he can do in the field we haven't seen. It's the stuff that we don't see that he has a fine tune. And I don't care. I don't care who you don't. I don't want to hear it because you can see it when you watch. You can see it when you listen to stuff. You can see what changed and what didn't. Yeah. And for the fact that Josh Allen was fully suited up, I don't want to play on against the Steelers. Josh, sit down. Oh. He went as far as to say it was a weak call by McDermott to sit him down.
He said it was soft. Yeah.
So what happened? Did you engage in fisticuffs? Did you engage in fisticuffs? Did y'all throw the fair ones when he told you were sitting down? What did you do? I mean, I don't need to be confrontational.
It just wasn't reported.
Right. I don't need it to be confrontational. I'm just saying it kind of tongue in cheek. But my point is, those are the decisions that you got to make in order to put this team over the top. Yeah. Because these receivers are not your handpicked. I don't care about your interaction with MVS. This receiver room was not built in your best interest at all. Nah. And if you believe they were, if you believe Dorsey, that was your first mistake. You endorsed Dorsey, your first mistake. After that, you got to prove some stuff.
Yo, speaking of wide receivers, did y'all see my man Sedary Lamb?
Yeah. He got the bag. Laura said it.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah. 4 years.
I'm so happy for my man. That's my dude, man.
Height was
Watching
second highest
college,
paid. Second highest paid 9 quarterback.
So Justin Jefferson is the first, but I don't understand his contract. So they said it's 136. He got 38 signing bonus, and the other 100 is guaranteed. Is that a fully guaranteed contract, Key?
Yes, technically that would be fully guaranteed.
So
136 for 4, right? 4 years, 136. 38 signing bonus, $100 million guaranteed money.
The contract is 138, right?
136.
So
that's what was weird. It's 136, but they gave him a $38 million signing bonus.
So $38 million of that 136 is signing bonus.
They're trying to bust up. They're trying to bust it up on the cap.
Right.
Okay. And it's an extension. It's not a new contract.
Right.
It's an extension.
They're trying to bust the cap up correctly. They don't want to kill themselves, but they're structuring it in a way that he gets a lot of money.
Right.
So, but he's going to be able. He's going to see at least 100. He's going to see all that 136 million.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because if 38 million of that is signing bonus, they give him that up front.
Dang.
Right. He's got all that money right now. They cut a check, and then whatever his game salary is, if they're saying the rest of it is guaranteed, that's it. He's getting all that. Man. He's getting all that.
Man,
yeah, man.
Paid.
I want to get to this comment real quick, and then we can hop on the depth chart stuff. Jeff B, welcome to the show, my man. He says Josh got to take that check down more. He would have. I'm sorry. Let me start over. Josh got to take that check down more. He would have to run less. Holding that ball is what make him run so much.
I think he wants to. He wants to run. I think he knows what he has to do, and he told you. I've said this. I'm not yelling at you, but we've said this. He said the games where he did quarterback stuff was boring.
Yes.
He said, I didn't do anything. You only threw for 350-something yards. They were all checked down, 70% for completion percentage, 5 touchdowns, whatever it was. Boring.
That's you right, Key, because he did the games where we smashed the Cowboys. He was like, I feel like I ain't doing nothing.
It was effortless. He won Player of the Week both times.
Yeah, he was. But that's crazy.
But you got to keep in mind, it's not that he wants to run around. I don't think he needs to run around. I think in Josh's mind, if every pass is 20 yards on a rope and he's getting nothing but, 18 to 30-yard gains every time he throws the ball, that's the way he wants to play. He wants the bombs. He wants the big play. He wants to be moving and shaking and making big plays. If that means he's got to run, if that means he's got to, throw the ball behind his back, if that means he's got to launch it 80 yards down the field, like he wants to be he wants the rush of making a big play.
Well,
he wants the rush of having the game on the line with him having to do something to make it count.
You said it right there. He wants to make big plays. And the comment, he don't want to make short plays, small plays, the little dink and dunks that add up. He don't want to.
That's what's boring.
And that's the problem. See, Josh is the kind of barber that will spin your chair around 3 times every time you make a cut. He spin you 3 times like,
hold on.
He give you that, he give you that little hair black for no reason. He be like, yo, Josh,
I don't believe in hair black, but I will spin the chair just to make sure.
He's like, I'm going bald. What are you doing? No, let me just give you some squirt. Nah, dude, leave it alone.
That to me, I don't. In the NFL, I get it. Like you want the adrenaline, you want the play, but that's to me. I think I would be if my mindset is on winning. I think I would be scared because not all the time. Some stuff because I'm like, dude, if this is a great opportunity, but if I mess it up, it's over. Where I could be confident in like, hey, I can just take the safe stuff, let the big one open up. But when you playing football, it's a big difference because I'm gonna be honest with you. Like when I play wide receiver, I hate doing the little slants and like give me the 9.
But
when can I win the 9? I just want to. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta think about it though. The same way you say you hate it, though. There's some people that hate running 9s.
What?
You think Tyrell Savers wants to run that? You think Claypool wants to run 9s?
Yeah.
No. Alshon
That's
Jeffrey
lazy
if
you don't want that
they
work.
want to catch it and run somebody over. Some of them love that stuff.
Oh, well, yeah,
Some
I
of
get
them
that.
love to
I
make
get
the
that.
big time catches.
Yeah.
Some of them love going up and mossing people.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a mindset and philosophy.
Yeah.
I'd rather get the pick than make the tackle. That's just me.
See, I'd rather make
get
the
the pick than
tackle.
make. I do not. Not that I don't like the tackle.
Right.
But to me, the pick
impact.
means so much more.
Yeah.
It demoralizes the offense if you do it enough.
What? That hit though.
That's what I'm
If
saying.
You smack it, dude.
They gonna see you coming.
Hey.
The footsteps.
Next play, you gonna remember him.
Alligator round.
Yo,
Where is he at?
Hey,
Where's
it's third
that dude
down.
at?
Oh man, he's checking me.
Right.
Back up. Oh, he's pressing me.
Right. Like where is that?
Get in
at?
your head.
Some guys are like that. You know,
Get in
they
your
have
head.
their footsteps, the alligator rounds. They play psychological.
Yeah.
So this is tough. You know, Josh
tough.
Allen is wired to do a certain thing,
Right.
and that's fair. He did it in college, so we can't knock him for it. We know
But
it works.
shouldn't the head coach have a mind to accent that in his approach to the team? Shouldn't the mindset be exactly what Dayball did? Okay, if that's what he wants to be, and I know I'm not going to change that because he's been that way his whole entire life. It's like marriage. Like like I'm not going to spend my whole life trying to change my wife. She's going to change on her own anyway.
Hey, I ain't married. I know that.
I know that, but we are, right? So we know from experience, like you don't spend your life as a coach trying to change the quarterback. If the quarterback shows you who he is, believe him.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Period.
I ain't married. I know that. 'Cause
Well,
I see it at home. I'm scared. I'm not going home.
But I'm just saying, like, the idea of trying to take a Josh Allen and turn him into a Tom Brady, they are two completely different people.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? What you need to do is you need to look at the handbook for a Patrick Mahomes and find out whatever the hell Andy Reid is doing and do that.
Well, I think that goes into my point from before,
Yeah,
though.
fun,
When they
man.
hired
Right.
offensive coordinators, they didn't do due diligence. They didn't ask how we use Josh. What will you need to get Josh to where you need him to be? They didn't ask that. They said, "We know you. Come along." That's how they hired Dorsey. How they hired Brady.
Exactly.
So
William
I mean,
and Mary. Fraternity. Come on, bro.
Come on in.
The ring?
You already
You
hit.
got
Matter of
the
fact, you right. Do a little weird handshake. That's it.
Yeah. All right. Okay, that's it for comments. Let's hop into this Bills depth chart.
Did you cut them off, or is there no more comments? That's it. Last call.
Listen. Everybody that's in the chat, they're gonna do what they want to do, and I love it.
Got that right.
I love it. Right. So keep sending the comments. But let's focus on the Bills depth chart and let's get through as much of this as we can in 39 minutes.
Let's get
I
it.
think we got it.
Okay. All right, so let's start off with this, right? Because the title I put is the best 53 versus the preferred 53, right? So I just want to ask you guys real quick. Man, thank you, Jeff. Really appreciate that. He said love the show. Sorry.
Oh, I'm about to say, what
guys
we thanking?
My bad.
I want to thank. Like Keyshawn's an idiot. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate that.
I would say thank you for that anyway.
I know.
All right,
appreciate you, though.
so give me. I mean, obviously, I don't think we're gonna have time. Or actually, we could do this if we do it as a group. Let's do it this way. So let's name our preferred 53, and we'll go by position.
Okay.
Right. Key, you call out the positions, and then we'll roll.
All right.
And tell us how many spots we got. So, like, are we going 6 wide, 7 wide?
Oh, yeah, you decide.
How many linebackers we keeping?
Yeah.
All right.
I like that.
Okay. So quarterbacks, I kept 3 only because I don't know
What about
between the two. Because Trubisky, if he goes on IR tomorrow, I think he can go on IR tomorrow, and then he would be that designated that we don't have to put the person in the parking lot.
Wait, are we relegated to who's still on the team, or can we like re-sign Anthony Brown?
If you, I don't can't. Well,
Just messing with you, man.
No, I mean, can they resign
I don't
him?
know.
I think they could resign him if they wanted.
How many
know-
years has he been in the league?
So I know they have to wait whenever they do the waivers. Like,
That's what
for
I'm saying.
example, like let's say they cut Bayesian.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh snap, I could grab him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
But is Anthony Brown, is he subject to waivers, or how long has he been in the league?
No. I think
don't know.
waivers only start during the season, don't they?
No, you got it's a
is it-
certain issue based on your tenure.
Oh wow. Okay. All right.
So anyway, okay, I'll tell you
yeah.
what I did, and then
Okay.
you guys can we can fudge it later if we need
Okay.
to. Quarterbacks, obviously 3, so we have 3 on the team. So I guess we're gonna go with those 3.
Josh, Ben, and Trib.
Yep. And running backs, I kept 3, obviously. So you had what
They keep 3. I thought they normally keep 4. Didn't they keep 4?
with Gilliam?
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we keep Gilliam.
Actually, you know what? Yeah. So I'll add the fullback then because I didn't put a fullback here, but I have him.
Okay. Wait, who's your 3?
So it's got
So
to be Cook.
out of this, we have James Cook,
Yep.
Ray Davis,
Yeah.
Ty Johnson,
I kind of like
Darrington Evans, Frank Gore Jr.
Frank Gore's out.
I gave
Yeah.
I gave
I
Ty
like-
Johnson a.
I like Darrington Evans.
I loved
man.
Evans, but Evans got one of my awards too,
Did he?
the Baylor Spector Award. He gets hurt every time he gets a shot.
Yeah, that's true.
If he wasn't hurt,
Right.
because I think Sneaky Joe on the radio this morning said he said KJ Hamler's definitely gone because he got the last carries of the game, and I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, he's like, wait.
I think if anything, that would help his chances.
Well, he's saying because he played at the end, they're trying to showcase or see what he can do.
Yeah.
But this is the kick. I think he forgot that Evans got hurt with a hamstring and he was ruled out. He didn't say that. He
So he
forgot
wasn't
that
supposed to be in there to begin with. It was supposed to be
Correct.
him if he wouldn't have
Supposed
got
to be
hurt.
Evans,
Yeah.
Or Gore. Gore was the one
Gore
that
got hurt. Yeah, Gore got hurt later on, and then Evans got hurt. I think right after the third
Yeah.
quarter, second quarter. So you got James Cook, Ray Davis, Ty Johnson, Darrington Evans, or Frank Gore.
Gore's gone.
I think I would keep Ty Johnson.
Yes, I kept Ty
think I
Johnson,
would, yeah.
James Cook, and Ray Davis. Reggie Gilliam, I don't even know. I counted him, but I don't know where I put him, so we won't worry about that.
Okay. That's fair.
Okay, so
O-line.
O-line.
Tight end.
Okay, tight end. All right, this is what's going to get me
How many we keeping?
3.
Game over. I already know. Let's go.
I need to ask you about this.
DK squared.
I got to ask
and my
about
man
this.
Zach Davidson.
Why is Zach Davidson? What is it?
That's it.
Why?
Why is Zach Davidson?
He's better than Quentin Morris.
Why though?
Because he's a better blocker.
No, he's a bad blocker though.
To me,
He's a bad blocker though.
he's a better pass receiver, catcher. He looks better. He's faster. He looks
Whoa,
better.
let's not get into his personal appearance, okay?
Whoa!
Let's not do that.
He looks better than-
Yo, bro.
But no, I mean, like I was watching him like okay.
Already? So
What?
Jeff said Gore is gone.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I believe it.
Wow.
I tweeted this out. Anybody
See if I can find
anybody that follows me, I tweeted out. Does this seem like a showcase to you guys or no? Because he I mean, of course they didn't have anybody else really to play, but why not throw the ball more? We're trying to look at our wide receivers too. You want to see Anthony Brown? Why are we not throwing more? Why is he getting 20 carries essentially in the second half? They're using him up then. That tells me they're using as a favor to his dad.
Yep.
We're trying to show you what he can do.
Just in case another team might, hey, we can use him.
Yeah. And Gore, definitely for me, that was an easy one. Not because he was better than I thought he was going to be.
Better than expected.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be. I just got mad at his dad for him getting rid of Shady as soon as his dad came. But I digress. So Zach Davidson.
Yes.
You
don't think he's better than Quentin Morris?
I just didn't see. Huh?
You don't think he's better than Quentin Morris?
I don't think so. I think for the rapport that Josh Allen has with Quentin Morris's teams, Zach Davidson only had 27 snaps on teams. I think that they're
Quentin
looking
Morris
at
gets hurt too much though, man.
Huh?
I said Quentin Morris gets hurt too much.
He does get hurt too much, but I have Davidson and McKitty going to the practice squad. So
I don't understand the McKitty thing. To me, he's just a practice squad guy. I wouldn't even consider having him on the 53.
Well,
Davidson, I think he's a younger guy. He's got potential more than McKitty has, and at this point in their careers, more than Quentin Morris has.
My other thing about Davidson, I think he's a better red zone target than Morris.
6'7", yeah, but
100%.
How you not keep him, man?
I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think so. Unless Quentin Morris is hurt again right now, to the point where he's not going to be able to come back for week 1.
He can be wrong. It's okay.
No. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. This is pretty much going to be wrong.
So I'm with Bully here. Bully says, got to keep 10 offensive linemen this year. Best position on the team, in my opinion.
I kept 9. I didn't keep 10. 9. I kept 9.
Ooh.
Okay, so let's name our 9, and then Bully, you tell us who your 10 is, like your 10th person, right? So I would keep Torrance.
Yeah.
Spencer.
Yep.
So
basically starting 5.
Yeah, right. I would. Well, that's the thing.
Except for this one.
I wouldn't keep Edwards.
Yes.
Right. So after the starting 4, and I would sub in for Edwards. I would put. At this point, I would put Alec Anderson at guard before. Actually, Tylen Grable can play guard. I would put Tylen Grable at starting guard.
I liked your first answer. I liked Alec Anderson as a guard if you're going to do what you're supposed to do and put Van Pran as the number 2 center.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, if you put Van Pran at center, you almost have to put McGovern back at guard.
Oh, no, I'm in the backup center. That's what I'm saying. So if you have –
okay.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So if well, no, because you're going to start.
Because I would want Van Pran to start. Like, right. Honestly, I think he's the best center on the team, even over Alec Anderson. I don't think Anderson or McGovern like really can truly grasp the feel of playing center. They don't. It doesn't look like a natural position to them. But watching Van Pran play, he's just a natural center. Like his mechanics are awesome.
My only grievance with Van Pran, I have a grievance with him. He got to find some more work. You ever been at your job and you got to do busy work? Because he's come out and blown off the D tackle, and he's like, just like, I'm like, find somebody else to hit somebody else.
Well, the thing about that is, he doesn't look as fast as his 40 time indicates.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think that's part of it is he gets out there, and by the time he gets to the second level, those dudes are already kind of past him. Well, I think that's a game speed thing. I think he can get that
on a couple of R22s. What it was for me, a couple of R22s, like he did his work. And then, like, he's looking back at the plate as the guy gets. I'm like, yo, hit the cornerback next to you. Right. Just run him off.
Like, hey, I did mine. You got to do your job.
Right, you do yours.
I snapped the ball. What you want me to do?
He's stronger than I thought he was, bro.
Oh, he stands you up.
He's strong.
Yes.
He stands you up. Yeah, he stands you up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think I would be completely sold on Alec Anderson being a starter at left guard and Van Pran being a primary backup at center. If Alec Anderson got hurt, and we would move McGovern over to guard and put Van Pran at the center, the starting center spot. I think that's how it works.
So we're saying Deion Dawkins, Connor McGovern, Spencer Brown, Osiris Torrance,
Tylen Grable,
VPG,
yep,
Alec Anderson, Tylen Grable, Ryan Vandermark. That's 8. Excuse me. Who's 9?
Okay, we got Deion Dawkins, Ryan Vandermark, Connor McGovern. Oh, that's why David Edwards I counted. So you got to add somebody.
I'm not counting David Edwards.
I did. That's what I'm saying. I got 9 with him. So you got to add somebody. So you got to add from. You got to add from Lyle Collins, Gunnar Britton, Mike Edwards, the offensive Mike Edwards, Will Clapp, Keaton Bills. Shut up, Mel.
I mean,
Richard Garage.
Based off of that, I'm going with my man, Bills or Clapp.
I can't go with Clapp. I would definitely go with Bills though. So I think we could say Keaton Bills at guard.
So you're bringing Keaton Bills back. I got him on the special. I didn't see anything out of my life, so I thought it was easy. I thought Richard Garage would be the one that you would bring back.
No.
What?
No.
He's a guard. He played guard.
He didn't look that great.
He played guard there.
I don't care. He left the garage open. You got to close the garage. It needs to be closed.
You know what the hell with this? He's getting too good at this nonsense. Young Soon cooing, leaving the garage. Okay, fine. David Edwards is back. Forget it. No.
Oh, snap. That was good.
He left the garage open. He was good at tackle, just not at guard. He was horrible at guard.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why they put him over there. But anyway, so we're going with Bills and who was the other one you said? Because you got to replace David Edwards and add. Oh,
so
we're doing.
He's going to replace David Edwards.
So it's somebody's going to give us the 10th person, right?
Yeah. So Bully, of the 9 offensive linemen that we named, who's your 10? He might be keeping David Edwards if that's the case.
Probably.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? He might be keeping David Edwards and any one of Will Clapp, Keaton Bills, or Garage. Roy says, wait, Keaton Bills is not better than Mike Edwards at offensive guard.
See, I haven't seen a lot of Mike Edwards on tape.
I just don't like the name.
Yeah.
You don't like the name?
I just don't like the name. I just don't like the name.
It's too close to home. Okay, yeah, Bully said he did count Edwards. Edwards was his 10th.
And so I'm guessing, what was it? Bills was, I'm guessing, okay.
So Bully, was it Keaton Bills that you kept? I'm just trying to figure out who did we miss that was on your list, or who didn't we pick that was on your list? Okay, so let's go to Wide receiver.
How many?
I kept 6.
That's it.
What do you mean? I said we're talking about 5. They're looking at 5.
What?
Just 5?
They're looking at 5.
They never kept 5.
Yeah, they do.
Well,
They do.
So if they're gonna go heavy 12,
okay,
I could see 5 because you're only gonna have 2 on the field at a time.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? And then if you have to go 2-minute drill or something like that, maybe you have a slot guy out there. But that's tough if they're only going 2 wide receivers out there. That's tough.
Yeah, I kept 6. I don't see how you don't.
I don't think they might want to run that, but I don't think they're gonna run it exclusively because why would you not have at least, if you can, Coleman, Shakir, and Samuel on the same time?
Well, I think they're thinking if you have Kincaid on the field, you have to have Dawson Knox on the field in order to threaten run and pass in the same formation. You know what I'm saying? Because if you take Knox off the field and you just have Kincaid and you got Shakir and you got Coleman and Mac Hollins,
you got a weakness when they run.
You don't have any. I mean, your wide receivers are going to be better blockers than your tight end. You know what I'm saying? So you almost your offensive line would have to be stronger in order to handle those players on the field. In my opinion, I could be wrong, but
So you had obviously Keon Coleman, Curtis Samuel, Khalil Shakir. I'm guessing we're gonna go with the rhetoric of Mac Hollins being the 4th.
Oh, wait a second. So Steve Noble says Smiley says they're using O linemen on kickoffs. I definitely think they will keep 10 this year. That changes the game.
If they use O linemen, what does Sean say?
As far as
how much of an I don't honestly I don't know why you would use O linemen. That just doesn't make sense to me.
Why wouldn't you? I mean, it's essentially a situation where you need your best blockers on. Like when it was the old kickoff style, You needed guys that can get down the field fast and then block. Now,
I can see
they don't
some.
need to be able to run. They just need to be able to block, basically.
I can see some, but I mean, when you start dreaming up schemes where you get free runners hitting gaps, if you put your D tackles or something out there, it's gonna be like a blitz, and there's not enough people to pick up all the guys blitzing. So I mean, I guess you could do it. You know, they're gonna play around with it. It's a formula that's gonna keep going, and nobody knows how to do this. So even Tyler Bass doesn't know how to kick it. So
Yeah.
you know, I would be more akin to have the faster guys out there, like a linebacker, because you got to remember, you got to run back at the same time they're running back. You got to find somebody, block them, and have enough speed to keep up with them when they got fast guys on the field. So having an old lineman out there it's tough for me because there's too much of a head start. Even though they're 10 yards apart, it's a head start to me. You know, so I mean, I can see where it works, but I also can see where you might not want to do that.
My take is because by them being so close, if you can get a quick pancake, pow!
But if you miss, you're toast.
If you miss, you toast though. That's true. But if you catch him,
you're
it's
good.
over.
Yeah, you catch him, you're good.
He ain't touching that dude. He on the ground. By the time the play over, he just gonna be getting off the ground.
I think there's enough there's enough players in enough space where even the fastest guys won't be able to just run past. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we might end up seeing a situation now where the guys that are rushing the kickoff are your pass rushing linebackers.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because they'll have the speed and the ability to get around blocks, and they'll be big enough to threaten anybody they go against, even if a team is using offensive linemen to block.
That's where I'm at with it, yeah.
You know, so I think, you know, to that point, that I would agree with Steve. I think they would probably lean towards keeping 10 offensive linemen at that point. And that might be why they you know, kept so many this whole time. You know what I mean? And I don't think that's a bad thing. If we had Keaton Bills, Rich Garage, and I don't know, I would keep La'el Collins before I kept Clapp, but Jeff is saying Collins is out of here now.
Yeah, he's gone.
Okay, so
not yet, but he's gone.
Right, I agree with that. I think they will cut him. I don't think they should, but I think they will. So Rich Garage, Keaton Bills, and let's say Will Clapp, right? I think having those dudes on special teams as blockers is great. It can't hurt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You don't have to worry about your starters getting hurt.
Right.
These dudes are out there helping your kickoff return. Why not? You know? All right, wide receivers. Roy is saying Shakir, Samuel, Hollins, Coleman, MVS, unfortunately, if they keep 5. Shavers would be the 6th if they kept that many.
That's what I got. Exactly what I got. Exactly what I got.
I would sub out MVS for KJ Hamler.
I would sub out anybody for MVS. But no, I what I was hoping for was a way to get KJ Hamler on there, but I couldn't. KJ Hamler over. I like what I saw, you know, outside of the first game. But no, I Shorter, obviously no. Xavier Johnson I was interested in, but they really didn't showcase him until the last game. Isabella, I'm just over it. But you know he's gonna be back on the practice squad because they love him to death. KJ Hamler, that'd be that guy that they call up just in case. And Deion Kane, I think he's gonna make his way in the practice squad too.
So you would have to think one of the corners is gonna end up being the return guy.
Hardy. Yeah.
Okay.
DeQuan Hardy.
You agree with that? Those are your receivers? Honestly, I mean, Shavers is my 5th.
He's your what, 4th?
No, Shavers is my 5th. I think MVS should be gone regardless.
Yeah, I had Shavers definitely.
I would definitely keep Shavers.
Yeah. Okay.
MVS was the one that was on the fence for me, but yeah. I mean, objectively speaking, I think I would. I put in my comments. I put in here. We'll definitely give Hamler the nod over MVS, but oh well. Oh well.
Kev says, "What has Mac really done? Nothing to me." No, bro.
He's earthed.
Right. I agree.
He's played chess with Josh, which is a big thing. He's done social media where he's showing you how to fix stuff.
I think you know what I think it is. I think they saw enough from him in camp where he didn't have to play a lot of preseason. Like, he doesn't do anything like elite, but he doesn't do anything wrong or bad. So like they know, hey, he can catch, he can get off the block, he can separate, he can do all those things. So like you look at the wide receiver room that you have,
Yeah, I think for him his biggest thing is he's all the seniority. He's all the tenure. Even though it's not with us, it's in the league.
And then, like, honestly, I don't know. In camp, I haven't seen him drop the pass.
I haven't seen him catch a pass. Well, no.
I haven't seen him.
You know what I'm
do
saying?
anything.
Like every time I saw him at camp, he was always, like I said,
Right.
not elite jumping off the page, but he's running routes the way he's supposed to. He's catching the ball. He's separating. He's doing everything he's supposed to do. So,
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, Bully says barefoot leadership. All right. So defense. Where are we starting?
Defense. I just did D line. I kept 9. So that's D tackles and
defensive ends. Okay. All right.
So you have Greg Rousseau, Dwayne Smoot, Javon Solomon. I'm just gonna name them. Cameron Klein, Daquan Jones.
Oh, this is not your list. You're just naming all the dudes.
No, I'm just telling you who they have.
Okay.
Daquan Jones, Austin Johnson, Elianku, Gable Stevenson. I'm sorry, I put some respect on your name. Ed Oliver, Dwayne Carter, Mr. Carter. Anyway, Deshaun Williams, Branson Dean, AJ Panessa, Von Miller, Kingsley Jonathan, Casey Toole. So you want me to say who I put on there, or how you want to do this?
Just say who you took off. Probably.
I got
easier.
Rousseau, Smoot, Solomon, Daquan Jones, Austin Johnson, Ed Oliver.
You cutting that many people?
Huh? I'm sorry, you said cut?
Yes.
I
said just say who you cutting.
Oh, Cameron Klein. I'm cutting everybody. Homer Simpson. Everybody's cut. Cameron Klein, Elianku, Stevenson, Deshaun Williams, Branson Dean, Kingsley Jonathan, and Casey Toole. Those are the cuts. I have Anku, Jonathan, and Branson Dean going to practice squad.
You named one name. I'm like, why?
Jonathan?
No.
I think.
Or why? What? Why am I cutting him?
No. Why are you keeping him? Say who you. Say
those
who
are the cuts.
Say who you're keeping again.
Who I'm keeping?
Yeah.
Greg Rousseau, Dwayne Smoot, Javon Solomon, Daquan Jones, Austin Johnson.
Him. Why Austin Johnson?
Why would I keep him?
Yeah.
He was an excellent one tech. He showed something when he was in with Ed Oliver.
Really?
Yeah, he did. I was shocked because I know Daquan Jones advocated for him, but he actually, when I watched him play objectively, he was making plays from the one tech.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Steve says, which of these wide receivers would start on a real Super Bowl team? Shakir is a number
Steve
3.
Lynn.
Just asking.
It's got to be.
Who would start on the Super Bowl team?
Yeah.
None of them. Well,
Shakir
obviously,
definitely
obviously MVS because he's done it.
Oh, God.
But he didn't get the ball because Mahomes had better options. But no, none of them.
No, I think Shakir could. I think Shakir definitely could. If you look at his skill set, if you look at what he's done even in the playoffs and some of the plays that he's made last year, I think he could definitely be a starter. He reminds me of Wes Welker, Julian Edelman style of player. He's taller and he's a little bit bigger than those dudes, but I think that's the kind of guy that could go and start, that Keenan Allen type of, feel, that slot receiver.
Wichita might have a chance too if he's healthy.
Who?
Curtis Samuel if he's healthy.
Starting?
Yeah.
On a Super Bowl team?
I could see that. Yeah. I mean, well, you gotta keep in mind.
Think about it. So if I got 2 big guys on the outside, I could put him at slot. He can start at slot all day long.
I mean, I just haven't seen enough out of him yet. Not saying he can't do it. I just haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Well, he's never played with a good quarterback, ever.
Well, I get it, but I just haven't seen.
So off rip, those would be the only 2. Potentially, depending on how good Keon Coleman is, he probably could be a third. But right now, I would just say 2 off rip.
I don't think Coleman would start this year.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think he
That's
would,
what I'm
he
saying.
would be bigger than a depth chart somewhere.
No.
I'm just saying Shakir and just Samuel.
Kev, I disagree with that, my man. He said Shakir is Robert Woods without the blocking.
What?
He's definitely not Robert Woods, bro. He's better than Robert Woods. It's like I don't know what you're watching, but his route running is better. He's faster, and he might not be as physical, but hands are about the same.
Well, he falls into the same category as Shakir or as Samuel. We haven't seen it enough yet. We had 38 catches last year.
Yeah.
And the sample size isn't big enough to say was it a fluke or was it
But Robert Woods was never a pop player the way that Shakir can be and has shown that he.
Well, I'm not gonna get into the argument, but we assume because like what I'm saying is I think Kev. I'm trying to help you out here, but I think what it is we just are putting a projection on him. We have an expectation of what we saw, the few big time plays he made that he can do it over a sustained setting.
Right.
Robert Woods has been in the league 11 years and made big plays. And he's won Super Bowls,
Right.
So I don't think it's an insult.
Right.
I think it might be a little bit of a skewed comparison, but I think one has done what they're going to do and one we still haven't seen where they're going to go yet. Where are we at? Defensive line. Hey, what do you at? What say you?
Defensive line?
Yeah.
I am cutting.
Oh, no, these ones.
How many do we have in total?
I kept.
You said 9, right?
9.
But I mean, like, how many total defensive
let's
line?
see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we had 17.
No, you just counted Joe Andreessen.
Oh, I'm sorry. 16.
16?
9.
And you're keeping how many?
9.
So I got to count 7. Okay. Or cut 7, rather. I'll cut. Stevenson is my first cut. Like, I'm not even giving him a chair to sit in the office. He got to come in and stand and get this news.
Yeah, no, he. I give him credit.
He tried.
5'10", 265, playing D tackle in the NFL. Hey, kudos, my man. I don't have him on the practice squad.
You being real nice.
I don't have him on the practice squad.
Oh,
he's named on the practice squad.
Yeah, no.
He will be, but I don't have him there. I guarantee he makes it.
God, if he makes the practice squad, I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot.
I wouldn't say that because you got to get that 9 out.
Yeah, how you know it was a 9? All right, so 2 Hills gone. Elianku's gone.
Cam Klein.
I mean, pretty much everybody you got colored in, I think, is gone.
Yeah, Deshaun Williams gone, Cam Klein gone, Kingsley Jonathan. I think that's safe to say.
Yeah, I can't see cutting any of the other people that you have there not in color.
Nope.
So that would be we're keeping Javon Solomon, Smoot, Austin Johnson, Carter, Oliver, Jones, and Rousseau.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and that's Miller. Yep.
Yeah, ain't no way of getting around that. All right, linebackers.
I kept 6.
Wait, who was a waste of a pick, Kev? You saying Shakir? Waste of a pick. Who could he be talking about? Oh, Gable Steveson. No, Gable Steveson wasn't a draft pick.
Okay.
Who was he talking about?
Maybe Shakir.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
All right, moving right on.
Yeah, so linebacker, we have Matt Milano, Dorian Williams, Ulfacio, Terrell Bernard, Balin Spector, Nick Moreau, Joe Andreessen.
Okay.
Can we pick anybody over? Is there anybody better than Spector?
Andreessen. Andreessen. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Who's else? Who else on there?
I mean, Nick Morrow's better than Spector, but Nick Morrow's going to make the team. I think it's.
I have. This is where I'm going to get canceled. I have Andreessen practice squad.
Whoa!
How dare you, sir?
Whoa!
I don't want to do it. I'm a UB fan. What do you think I'm going to do?
How dare you?
I don't want to do it, but he had a lot. The last game we saw, he really showed a lot of flaws. So I think that right there was.
Well, it's mostly pass coverage for him.
I'd say
run. He was bad against the run too. Yeah, his athleticism. He picked the wrong gap a million times, but he had enough wherewithal to turn around and make a play. Mm-hmm. But he left his assignment too many times for me.
I mean, do you think that was him feeling himself? Because he played well the first 2 games.
No, I think what it was is it was a lot of counters. So what he did was he was like, oh, he's going that way, so I'm going to run right into the A gap and get stuck. And then he had the wherewithal to turn around and make a play, or he recognized it, but then it was too late for the most part. So he did have a couple where he shot the gap nicely, but I just think he has to learn a little more to make the 53 on a playoff roster.
Tell me your linebackers that you're cutting. Read off
I'm cutting?
Cuts. Yeah.
We'll make sure I'm cutting them this time.
Yep.
All right. I cut
Joe Andreessen.
Yeah. Joe Andreessen, That's the only one I took off because they
Baylor
already got rid
Spector's
of
already
what's
on
the name?
IR.
That's it.
They already got rid of Deion Jones.
There's
so-
no more other linebackers.
The only reason I kept Nick Moreau, the only reason I kept Moreau is because there's nobody else on this team with any experience.
Correct.
And McDermott was shaking his boots if he doesn't have any experience on that team.
Right.
The only
if
caveat
Milano was the only dude there.
he would pee all over himself. The only caveat is Baylon Spector's injury.
So
If
how-
Spector's injured, they can get injuries into this team.
So how many do you got right now? You
That
got
gives me 6 with injuries and off.
Even with we know Milano's not playing.
Actually, no, Milano he's on there still. We don't know what they're going to do with him.
I mean, he's going to be on the team, but he's not playing this season.
He's not playing, but he's gonna, if they don't put him on that 4-week IR, then he takes up that spot.
Okay,
So
yeah.
we don't know what they're going to do with him.
I definitely see Andreessen, especially because you got 2 injuries. You got Spector and Milano's hurt.
Yeah, I could see if they IR one. So Andreessen was a soft one. He was like the last one I cut on this whole thing.
I don't know if I would do that, Jeff. Jeff says play the extra safety, have Terrell Bernard the only backer till Matt Milano is back.
I don't think he's coming back.
No, I don't think he's coming back this year either. Well, if we make the playoffs, I think he could.
Somebody said that he will become, if he's possible, it'll be like
December?
December.
Yeah, and it would probably be like mid to late December. So it would have to be. We would have to win the second round of the playoffs in order for him to like fully be back, because he's going to need a few weeks to ramp up. You know what I'm saying?
It'll be the same situation we was last year with, was it Hyde, who's like, hey, he might could come back if we can make it past this round?
No, that was Milano. It was still Milano.
He's talking about 2 years ago. He's talking about 2 years ago.
Oh, 2 years ago it was Micah Hyde, but last year it was Matt Milano still, because he had the leg injury.
Yeah.
He broke his leg. Yeah, so two years in a row we looking at this dude like maybe he can come back and save us, maybe. But yeah, I mean I think linebacker is what it is. But as far as Jeff's point, he's playing the extra safety. That's tricky. I think we might actually see something like that against the pass, because we have so many safeties that are good against the run, but are probably better in coverage than any of the other linebackers that we have. But that's tough. That's tough, because if you do that, it could only be on obvious passing down and distance. Like, you can't do that on 3rd and 5. You know what I'm saying? If their run game is good enough, they might be able to get 5 yards on our defense. Like, I think we're going to be better against the run this year, but the Bills have been known for giving up huge runs. So you can't, you know what I mean? It's like there's no part of this where you can put a safety in there and just think confidently, like, no matter what, it's gonna work.
What if they play dime?
Speaking of which, let's go to D-backs.
Well, no, I agree with that too, Jeff. I don't think Dorian Williams is ready.
I don't think he's – well, let me not say that. I was going to say I don't think he's ever going to be ready for what they want him to do.
Okay,
It's
yep,
just not
I agree
his,
with that.
It's just
I
not
agree with
his
that.
thing.
Yeah.
You know.
He's probably better off playing in a 3-4 as a middle linebacker.
100% agree.
Yeah.
100% agree. D-backs. So I kept 11. This is
What?
safeties, cornerbacks.
Oh, okay,
nickel. This
okay.
is
I
all
like we said that like
Just
you
all-
did
no, I still want
quarterbacks.
all the
You have
cornerbacks.
11 quarterbacks? Dude.
I mean, I could still be a little light. But okay, so we got, this is who we have total. Christian Benford, Kyer Elam, Kenny Lovely, Taylor Rapp, Mike Edwards, Kendall Williamson, DeMar Hamlin, Cole Bishop.
Wait.
What?
Let's just do corners and then safeties, because they got way too many safeties to be putting them all together.
Okay. All right, so we'll do this real quick. Let's see. So we got
5 minutes left.
Christian Benford, Kyer Elam, Kenny Lovely, Taron Johnson, Cam Lewis, Takori Couch, Rasul Douglas, Jamarcus Ingram, and Daquan Hardy.
You count
No.
Cam Lewis as a corner?
That's where he is on the depth chart.
he's-
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two off rip is not making it. No.
Who?
No.
Williamson, 1.
No.
What? Oh. Okay.
Yeah, no, he's not making it for sure.
Okay.
The other dude you said,
Lovely.
I'm off of it. That's a safety. Never mind. Okay.
Lovely. What? You think
Yeah,
he making it?
Kenny Lovely, 38.
You think he making it?
No.
Okay.
I don't think he's making it.
I didn't have him on the practice squad.
So you're keeping all the other corners.
I kept Well, I kept Cam Lewis, Taron Johnson, Rasul Douglas, Jamarcus Ingram, Daquan Hardy, Benford, and Elam.
Okay.
If this is truly a transition year, then they need to be looking to trade Kyrie Elam as fast as possible. I mean, that's just my opinion, but I think it doesn't make sense if you weren't going to allow him to really compete for a starting spot. I think you need to go ahead and trade him since this is a transition year, because I don't think you're going to get, and I don't think he's going to get what he's worth as a free agent. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't imagine that the Buffalo Bills would let a first-round pick walk out of the door for free.
So I think what's got to happen for both parties to be cool, I think if I was the Bills, I would not just let him go. Like, I would have him play for depth. Like, if somebody get hurt, we could plug him in. But what's going to happen is when let's say his contract is up and they let him walk, if somebody is going to pay for him and say, hey, we'll take a chance on you, play at this number, what I think is going to happen is he's going to have to go there and prove in that year as a starter that, hey, I'm worth the money, that I'm worth more than what you paid me for. That's what I think is going to happen.
So he'll take a 1-year deal somewhere, a prove-it deal, and okay.
Yep. I think for him.
But wouldn't that be like still like letting him go for free?
I mean, you got him for 5 years, so you drafted him for 5 years, so you got 5 years out of him. Even though you didn't use him as a starter for 5 years.
Have they decided on his 5th-year option?
They probably did. I think they declined. They'll decline.
Yeah, I thought they declined
yeah,
it.
they'll decline it if they did.
So that means he's a free agent after this season. So if you're not going to trade him by the trade deadline, you have to let him go for free. You're not going to franchise him. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, when you say for free,
well, I just mean like he's walking out the door. You didn't take the opportunity to trade him and get something for him.
Right.
You know, because he's got to go either way,
right.
Whether you trade him or whether
Right.
he walks out the door
Right,
as a free
right.
agent. But I mean, for me, if we're talking about asset allocation, I spent the first-round pick for this dude. I got to get something back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you're not going to play for my team and give me that return on my asset or my investment, then I need something else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, let's move on to safety real quick. Taylor Rapp, Mike Edwards, Kendall Williamson, Kareem Jackson, Cole Bishop, DeMar Hamlin. I got rid of. I put Kareem Jackson on the practice squad. That's the one.
Really?
I didn't want to, but he actually has a lot of football left in him. But it's a numbers game. They love Mike Edwards for whatever reason.
you'll see why. You'll see why. You'll see why. You just keep putting my man like.
I was pissed off when he was warming up in the game. I said,
he's not better than Kareem Jackson. I know that.
I don't know that, but I agree.
Y'all tempting me right now, man.
What?
Tempting me.
You gonna put some wings on it? You gonna put some wings on it?
I'm telling you, Mike.
Well, okay. Give me some stats. Give me some stats from Mike. What you think? And I'll get the music ready while you.
If he's a starter, if he starts, he's gonna be your best safety.
I could step right over that, Bar. I can step right over that.
But I'm saying, if he's the best safety, like, what do you mean? He's better than what we got.
Yeah, but
He's
that's
the
not
best
saying a
safety.
lot. That's not saying a lot at all.
We got Cole Bishop.
He's a rookie.
that they won't see what he can do. We don't know if he's the best one because he ain't gonna see the field.
Mike Edwards is better than a guy who's never played at the pro level before.
And that's what you think too.
Yeah.
And that's not even a bad take. It's just that's how they think, and it drives me nuts.
Yeah. All right. Well, damn. Keep running out of time.
I'm back to getting fired. Go ahead.
I know. All right. Here we go. The fire trail throughout the city that is Keyshawn.
I think I have enough gas too. We're good.
All right. If you hear that music, that means it's time for us to get out of this joint, right? So here's what I need everybody to do. I need you to hit the subscribe button. I need you to hit that bell, make that thing.
Ring-a-ling-a-ling.
So you can get notifications when we send notifications, so you can stay in tune and in touch with what we got going on here. We got some big stuff coming up, right? I just want to tell the story really quick. So VPG's dad.
Yes, sir.
VPG's dad, Cedric Van Pran Granger's dad, walked up on Tramel at the stadium, right? You was inside or outside?
I was outside the stadium going in, and he stopped me. Like, I'm like, how does this dude know me? He's like, Postpodiumpodcast, right? I'm like, what? I'm like, me? I'm like, yeah, that's me. He's like, yeah. He's like, man, I was hoping to see you up here. And he was like, yeah, I'm Van Pransdijk. I'm like, wow. And I kind of fumbled the bag because I didn't do nothing with the opportunity. I'm like, I wanted to say something, like thank him or something, but I just froze up. I'm like, how does dude know me?
I know.
Like,
and that's the thing.
I'm a nobody. How you know me?
Yeah, if you see us out there, we are not bad people. We will talk to you, laugh with you. This is how we are right now. Is how we be in person. So don't worry about it. We walk up on us. Don't sock us out. Don't sock us out.
Yeah.
But you know, say
Somebody
hi, give us a good wave, and call it a day.
Yeah. All right. I love it. Listen. Thank you to everybody who has commented with us and hung out with us on the live chat. We really appreciate y'all. Y'all automatically part of the family. Anytime you subscribe, anytime you hang out with us during a show or you comment or whatever, instantly part of the family, right? Thank you. Wow. Oh, I need to pay you the money he just made. So yeah. All right. So listen, all of the links to our social media are in the description. Reese Tea, the sponsor of the show. Their link is in the description. Best tea in town, the best tea you ever tasted, period. Hands down, there's no tea I've ever tasted in my 40 years of existence that is better than this tea. Okay?
He said it!
Anyways, you know, my daughter looked at my beard. She said, "You gotta pull those out." My braids. I'm like, why? She goes, "They make you look old." I'm like, dang, it's at that point.
It's that type of party,
right? That you got to look forward to that. Just so you know,
I love
it's
that.
coming. You love that?
Everybody wants to be old because you got to get where I'm at.
True.
You got to get where I'm at.
Right. That's a great mindset. I got to adopt that one. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm struggling right now. All right. So listen, thank you to everybody who's tuned in. We will see you guys on Friday. Friday's
good.
Okay. All right. We'll see you guys on Friday, 6 p.m. sharp. Be there. Peace.
See ya.